Oh, what's going on? Where am I? Who am I? The Scotsman cometh. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time for another edition of You're Wrong! Number 5. 5 times, huh? I thought I'd done more of these public, but I guess this is actually only the second one that has been done publicly. Joined by Taylor, who's my lovely wife, who's off camera. She thinks she looks bad. But I'm like, look at me on camera, and then look at you. If you look bad, then I don't even know what I am. I'm like a troglodyte. I'm like something that's like a hideous Cronenberg monster. If Taylor looks bad.
This guy says early.
Early. Dude, finally. Finally someone says it. Early. Because if you figure like I'm the one doing this, I am early. Like 5 minutes late. Beam us up, Scotty. Well, you said us, so that's different. Isn't Taylor like a Southern Belle or something? Oh, I'm getting some vapors.
I don't think so.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, my goodness. Taylor does have that quality, but she completely denies it. She's like, I do know. And she has a little fan.
I would talk more, but my headphones aren't working, and it's way more distracting than I thought it would be.
Headphones aren't working?
Yeah, mine aren't, because our other ones we left at TJ's house.
Does it have no volume?
I don't know.
It probably has no volume is your issue. Can you hear it now? Like Verizon, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear a goddamn thing. So, guys, you've never seen You're Wrong before. I'm assuming most of you guys probably have. But if you haven't seen it before, let's share this little screen over here. Show you what we got cooked up for you today. We're cooking up a lot of shit here. You're wrong. Yeah, let's see what we got. Okay. Is that the one I click? No, ain't it. I didn't even share a screen. No wonder you can't see. I didn't share the screen. Professional podcast here. Professional show here. We know stuff. Believe us, we know stuff. All right, let's get over here and click on. Oh, that's not even the right one. What is this guy doing? What a jackass. There we go. We love to do Am I the Asshole? We got some other stuff planned for you too. That's we're gonna start off with that. Found some horrible advice on the internet from other people giving advice. Because see, look, I know advice. If there's someone that knows advice, it's this guy right here. Other people claim to know advice, but I don't know where they're qualified. Dude, I went to the school of advice. If you guys are wondering where that is, that's located on a small island. It's like if you look on a map, the South Pacific. There's a school that is dedicated to giving people advice. It is very strenuous. It is very difficult to even basically be accepted or even know about the school. Then you have to apply. You have to rigorously give the best advice, and you have to demonstrate where, in fact, the life advice you have given has led to success. See how these people, we don't know what happens. The saga ends. It's like, I have a giant boil on my butthole. What should I do? And then they give you advice, and then what happens? You don't know what happens with that person. They just go off into the fucking ether. They disappear. Poof, they're gone. And what are we left with? Questions. Did the advice actually work? See, my advice, proven advice, the best advice, terrific advice, tremendous advice. Other people's advice, not so much. Let's see. Got super chat here because last time, guys, I didn't realize that you actually have to go into YouTube and enable super chats and super stickers and all this other shit. It's like whatever. When CJ becomes king of the world, you gotta take him out in a sudden throne, right? No, you always gotta rule in the shadows, my friend. You can't like look. TJ's the figurehead. You definitely don't want to be in the position of like everyone's giving you the heat. You want to be the guy that's like, Lord TJ commanded, Lord TJ willed it. And then if the angry mob shows up, you go, wasn't I? It was Lord TJ. Take him, kill him. But spare me. No Patreon notification. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Oh man, that's an error on my part. Error, Scotty. Why no tell Patreons? I will do that presently in a second. Make sure you're sharing audio, by the way. I don't. Hey, Coolman, thank you by the way for that heads up. I don't think we have any audio today, so that should not be an issue. But definitely something I'll take into consideration. Let's see what you guys have to say. School for advice, advice craft and advisory. Cool. But look, if I even told you the school's name, I would honestly, I'd lose my degree from that school. Has one even lived until they've heard the Kaiser's SFX exploding sound? Like Littlefinger. Well, Littlefinger wasn't successful though. What's up, Cowabunga? Scotty Too Hottie, the best wrestler of all time. Oops, all plebs. It's meant to be all plebs. I mean, you can be patrons too. That doesn't bother me. I mean, this is just a genius comment right here. Scotty, smart. I know one thing. I know this guy is fucking smart. How smart am I? Too fucking smart. That's the only answer. Too fucking smart. Ah. So honestly, guys, I'd be jumping into this, but Taylor's not here. And it just feels wrong to advance without Taylor. Because I always done these shows with her. I think I think I did the last one without Taylor, but she was sick. So I mean, look, I'm gonna give her a pass on that one. But see, Taylor's like the voice of reason. I'm the voice of I don't know what's the opposite of reason. Insanity. I'm the voice of insanity. Let's see. His show is gnarly, dude. Ooh, Taylor found something. Maybe. Taylor's laughing. Oh my god. Hey Scotty, Sopranos or Breaking Bad? Ooh, that's a very, very good question.
It works.
It works. Success, it works. Hooray, hooray, hooray. I gotta be honest with you, I'm more of a Sopranos fan, but I've always liked mafia shit. I've always been kind of more gravitated toward that.
I ran so fast.
You did good.
Holy shit.
To that sort of genre, like Goodfellas, The Godfather. But I really enjoy Breaking Bad too. So it's not really a slight to Breaking Bad, just a slight preference. I'm actually wanting to get Taylor into Breaking Bad. She's never seen it. It's been like 10 years since it ended, I think, right? Something like that. Taylor, you need to get into Breaking Bad. We got to watch that.
Right.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I was in the attic. I was looking in boxes. I was screaming for help.
Oh, yeah.
Help, headphones, please.
Help, headphones, help me, find me. Breaking Bad has had a good ending. Oh, yeah, it did. Way better than Dexter that ended at the same time. Really disappointed with that one. I recently watched Breaking Bad. Made me love Mike even more. Cool. Yeah, I have to watch it with Taylor. I mean, I've already seen it like twice, but I gotta get her to watch it. It's hard to get Taylor to watch it.
Well, I'm obsessed with The Sopranos.
So. You've already seen it, so it's time for Breaking Bad.
I want to watch
Breaking
it
Bad. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. You're doing it. We're doing it.
The Sopranos ending. Hold on one fucking second.
Don't stop.
The Sopranos ending is -1 point despite everything else being great. What are you talking about?
Don't stop.
As far as a show ending, The Sopranos ending is one of the greatest endings I've ever seen.
Wrong. Best ending of all time was my ending.
Better Call Saul exceeded my expectations.
I
haven't seen that, so
I watched like one season of it. Well, it wasn't bad. Definitely kind of if you like the world around Breaking Bad, definitely a good show to check out, in my opinion. Like I said, I've only seen one season. I haven't seen all of the seasons. I know it just ended. And the creator of Breaking Bad, I think his name is Vince. It's Gilligan, right? Something like that. And he was kind of just said, I think he pretty much he did a bunch of interviews. He's like, I'm done with Breaking Bad, done with that universe.
Sopranos edges out BRBA. I guess it's Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
In writing just a tad. The Sopranos is the greatest show ever filmed, written, and acted in. I mean, it was incredible.
I don't know if there's another show that I would know instantly to put above The Sopranos, but it's a great show.
The Sopranos ending gets better over time, but I was pissed when it first aired. I can understand being pissed when it first aired, but as someone who has the entirety of the show at my disposal, and I guess we all do, but for my first viewing, having it all there, I really enjoyed it. I don't want to say it out loud in case someone hasn't seen the show because
I mean, I was literally
it's kind of shocking when it happens.
I was
But
literally singing the ending. Don't stop. Dude, it's been long enough. I spoilers to me, it's like
oh, don't say it.
spoilers to me have like a 1-year shelf life. I'm being honest with you, in my opinion. If you really want to be like the kind of person that's like, I don't want to spoil it for you. And there's certain things where it's like, you know, a spoiler is impossible unless you're a moron. Like if you watch the movies like Titanic and you're like, and someone's like, and then the ship sinks, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't know that was gonna happen. It's like, have you ever heard of the Titanic? You know, what do you think this time was gonna stay afloat? Hey, there's an iceberg. Oh, let's veer to the left. Oh, we missed it. Woo! That would have been bad.
I had a brief moment in my life where I was completely obsessed with the Titanic because of that movie. So I'm sure there are a lot of people in this audience that are around my age that felt the same. So
Oh, dude, Tucker, that's mean, dude. Rosebud, Rosebud. He's referring to the ending of Citizen Kane, which came out what, like 100 years ago almost. What do you want? Use your words.
can I have a drink, please?
Yes, you could.
Hand me the drink. Don't play with me.
I was thinking back because of the Dutch people and TJ going to Amsterdam and going like, "Can I have a space cake?" You could. And then TJ like waiting to be like handed a space cake and he's like, can I just have the space cake? Like, yes, here you go. We'll sell you a space cake. Why not? I haven't seen it. Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
I'm not wrong. You're wrong. Fuck you. That's immature. You're immature.
See, Stony Santana hasn't seen it, so Zach R. It's a really well-known ending.
Yes, it is.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
Stony Santana doesn't know. So.
It is. It's a really well-known.
And
ending.
I didn't know it.
Well, Mike says, Walter, oh, I'm dying. I'm dying.
There's a guy with a massive movie collection that hoards nothing but every Titanic VHS he finds.
What a saint, dude. What a fucking hero.
Well, for each movie, he's got 2 because it came in a double VHS.
It did.
It was a box. It was like a big box.
Yeah, when long movies came out, dude. I remember
when I was about 9, I loved that movie. I watched that movie just back to back, and it's really long too. So.
Yeah, the movie I watched when I was a kid was Braveheart. That came with 2 cassettes. Then it was like it's on DVD, and it's like, oh, you don't have to switch out the videotapes any longer. Wow,
double VHSs.
There's people who have nostalgia for VHS. I don't get that at all. Personally.
Yeah, I hated VHS. I hated having to rewind it.
DVD and Blu-ray and stuff. I mean, Blu-ray obviously still used, but I love DVDs a lot more because it was like it's just like it's a more simplified experience. And like honestly, DVDs have kind of continued to be the way that they even do streaming. Like if you notice, you watch a movie and like let's say your internet goes down or something, it basically treats the scenes in the movie like that. So it just skips back to the first scene because a lot of times you're like, oh, I already saw that shit. Then you realize like, oh, they basically use the DVD chapter system with streaming as well. They just don't really explicitly show it to people, but it's there still. It's like the algorithm. It's in the background, doing things for you without even knowing. You're none the wiser. Like, how did it know that? How does it know what I want? Oh, it knows. It knows everything.
I remember the first DVD that I got, like that my dad bought for me at a store, was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I remember it because because that DVD came with bonus features.
Your butthole, Harry.
Stop it,
Dumbledore. That's inappropriate. Who cares? I'll be dead soon, anyways.
The DVD came with bonus features, and it had this mini game that you could tap on the brick, and you had to use your remote to like move the. It had like a little mouse on it. Whatever. Anyway. I do not miss VHSs though. No. And for the people that have grown up without it, just know that you're not missing anything.
You know, it's like, kind of like cassette tapes. It's like CDs. I mean, CDs skip like crazy, but cassette tapes would get eaten up so many times. I had so many cassette tapes when I was a kid.
I had family videos that got eaten up by VHS players.
Then remember the weird transitional period was like a DVD player and a VHS player in one.
Yeah.
Streaming is just better. That's one of the things. I mean, now it does suck if your internet goes down. And of course, you know, some people have reliable fucking internet where it never goes down. Some people have fucking spotty. Like
I
TJ, for example, his internet goes down constantly. Now, where I live, very rarely does the internet go down on the wired connection. Wi-Fi, of course, not as reliable.
Silhouetted Animator says, I'm showing my age, but the first DVD I got was the Star Wars re-releases
Oh, sweet.
from the late 90s, I believe. The movie I got, that was not the first DVD I'd gotten, but that's the first one I remembered getting, because that was something that DVDs had, was these little
Well, I saw those in theaters too.
bonus feature games.
I saw the Star Wars re-release of the original trilogy in theaters. And I remember like it was like so cool, and it was like, oh wow, they added all this stuff. And then it was like years later, I was like, oh, they added a lot of like some of the stuff they added's cool, but I don't know about that. But hey, you know, at the time, I mean, I'll be honest with you, at the time, it was it was pretty popular and pretty well received, as I recall. It was just years later after prequels that Star Wars, of course, Star Wars star faded a little bit as far as in that regard. People still watch the fucking movies though, so whatever.
John Jones says Starship Troopers was my first DVD.
I bet it was.
Scotty and I recently went to a showing of They Live at a small non-profit movie theater near us, and they are going to be showing Starship Troopers next month as their Friday horror night special. So we're gonna have to go and see that. It was pretty cool too. They did trivia. Scotty won a free ticket to another movie, so I guess we could use that for Starship Troopers.
Yeah, for Starship Troopers, I'll probably end up using that. Let's see. They Live in Theater would be great. It is. If it ever plays around you, I highly recommend seeing They Live in Theaters.
You ever watch those Disney World hype VHSs? I remember seeing commercials for them because you know your VHS came with like trailers, and I remember seeing Disney World videos. Oh, you know what? One of the commercials I remember is on the VHS for Free Willy, and they have a right before the movie. There's like a commercial, and they're about SeaWorld.
Oh god.
And about how shitty they are to whales, and that's what plays right before the movie.
Enjoy Free Willy and know that these beautiful orcas are being tortured right now.
Right.
Oh, really? What do they do? They're subjected to abject cruelty, forced to be in small tanks. Their dorsal fin becomes useless, and then they hate themselves and want to die.
They Live in Theater would be great. It was. It was really awesome.
Evil Dead 2 in theaters, yeah, that's another movie. Well, Taylor would not want to see that. That would definitely be more of just me going by myself. Maybe TJ would go.
Owen asked, do you like Scarface?
I definitely enjoy it. Not my favorite movie, but I've definitely enjoyed it before. It's odd I don't like VHS myself, but I love the VHS kind of fuzzy look.
I agree.
Yeah, a lot of people do. It's quite honestly imitated quite a bit, and I think there's more nostalgia for the way that the film looks and is presented when you use VHS than there actually is for the actual format of VHS.
I think that really has to do with home videos, though. Like the look that people are going for was used. I mean, like movies didn't have the date and time. That was a home video type of thing. So I think that's where the nostalgia comes from, is because people remember watching their family videos like I do, and they have, you know, like, oh, it's May 14th, 1997, and, you know.
Well, I think honestly a big part of it was just the fact of that kind of grainy thing that film gives you. So it's like obviously most theaters now have digital projection, but when you see a theater that doesn't have it, and you see an old film and you see like the spots and the lines and all the imperfections, there's a more of like a realistic quality to it that I think people appreciate. You know, obviously, I mean, digital is great too. I'm not going to say, oh, I hate digital stuff. There's definitely something to be said about film. Guys, if I'm okay talking about the shit all night, we got other shit to do. We got shit to do.
That fever dream warble aesthetic.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
We got place to go, people to meet, assholes to fucking be dealt with. Why don't we make this a little bit bigger? Here we go. Why don't we
How about that?
enhance it?
Enhance. How about
Left quadrant.
this?
Here we gotta do that. Oh, we gotta go to this screen. Then we'll do that.
Okay.
Now you just made this really big. Taylor, go here.
I didn't do this at all. That was you.
Stop it, Taylor. Stop it. You're drunk. All right, go here. Okay, now we enhance it. Enhance. Enhance. Boom. Boom. Am I the asshole for celebrating my birthday, which is the 1-year anniversary of my nephew's death? Dun dun dun! Oh shit.
Kinda.
Reddit has said not the a-hole. We'll have to see what we think about it. My 25 nephew. Wait a minute.
She's saying that she is a 25-year-old woman.
Well,
and her nephew.
she said my 25 female nephew, so that was written incorrectly. So she's 25 and female. I am female. Good to know. And my nephew, 4M, 4 months.
4 years. 4 years, and he's a male, or was a male.
It says 4M.
Oh, Scotty.
4M. I was a 4-month-old male. 4M. God damn it, Taylor. God damn it.
4-year-old month male.
4-year-old month male. God, he's dead. So that's even more fucked up.
I know. Why are you doing this? You've done this. You started.
I'm not going to go fucking rub it in their faces. Passed away 1 year ago because of cancer. So that's just not funny.
That sucks.
It was right on my birthday, which, God, I mean, that's just, yeah. I mean, everyone's selfish, but it's hard to be selfish when it's like a little fucking kid passed away and it's your birthday. You have to just fucking swallow that down and say, well, fuck my birthday.
You're gonna have to change your birthday.
Yeah, like fuck my birthday. As far as at least that year is concerned. I don't think you should permanently change it because you can't. I mean, it's your birthday. But that year, I mean, obviously, you don't want to go to your family and be like, real sad about my nephew, but time to party. There was no celebration. There was nothing because everyone was devastated. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, right when that happens, I mean, you can't fault anyone for saying fuck your birthday, dude. My sister Denise is still grieving. Of course, she's gonna grieve for the rest of her life. I mean, that's a lifelong process with something like that. She's in therapy. That's good and making some progress, but it's been slow. I mean, it's going to be very slow.
It's only been a year.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time before that's just something that she's probably going to be able to talk about at all. I mean, with someone who's in a non-therapy setting. But I mean, obviously, that's horrible. My family and I have tried to be as supportive as possible, of course. I mean, what else can you do? Unless you're just an asshole, it's like, well, what about me? Birthdays in my family are very important. We throw huge parties. I believe and have been taught that birthdays are important and should be cherished. Okay, of course. I mean, a lot of people feel that way. Some other people don't give a fuck at all. Like I've known people where it's like this. It's like, oh my God, it's your birthday. Everyone needs to celebrate. And there's families where it's like, who gives a fuck? Just, 1 year closer to death. Go on with your life. Just depends on the family. So yesterday was my birthday. Obviously, I felt bad about the anniversary of my nephew's death. Of course, it's only natural. But I was also a little down about not being able to celebrate like I used to. And my girlfriend knew that. So it's like, obviously, it's like, yeah, I want to celebrate, but you don't want to be insensitive. And in the morning, I went to Denise's house, stayed by her side until almost lunchtime. When my mother would stay with her, we didn't want to leave her alone, but no one could stay all day. I mean, of course. I mean, that's obviously going to be a very painful day as a reminder that, of what happened. I went to work, and at night, my girlfriend made a surprise at home with a candlelight dinner and a small cake. I mean, that's a very reasonable way to celebrate your birthday, especially in light of everything that's happened. Something very intimate, and for both of us, since my family was in a bad way. Obviously, the family doesn't want to celebrate still because of the anniversary of their nephew's death. I didn't post on social media, but my girlfriend posted a picture of us holding hands and the dinner she made with "Happy B-Day, love." My mom and Denise follow her on Instagram. Okay, that's only natural. I mean, they're all family members, so they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" I woke up the next day to hundreds of texts from my mom and Denise. That is insane, number one. Like, why would you text someone hundreds of times?
Hundreds?
Like, if it's literally actually hundreds of times, like, that is kind of scary. Like, I'd be freaked out if someone...
I mean, it's probable that she's exaggerating. It's probably just a lot.
I mean, that's still crazy, but whatever. I mean, let's just say, yeah, that sounds a little extreme. But whatever. I mean, maybe it's an exaggeration. Asking if I was celebrating even though it was such a sad day and how heartless I was to celebrate knowing my sister was in such a bad way. Even though I said it was a surprise, they called me cold, heartless, and insensitive to the pain of others saying that I should refuse to celebrate. I was just glad I celebrated because it's something important to me. I didn't even realize my girlfriend posted this video on Insta. By the way, in case you're wondering, none of them remembered it was my birthday. Am I the asshole? No.
No.
Like, look,
I initially said yes, but no.
tragedies happen all the time. Bad shit happens to people all the time. If your birthday was 2 months later or earlier, would they say don't celebrate your birthday? No, they wouldn't say that. If it was someone else in your family's birthday, would they say don't celebrate it? No. It's a horrible coincidence. It really, truly is. It's a fucking terrible coincidence. But you were born way before that ever happened. And I can understand if you would never invite your sister to a birthday party on that day. That makes sense. I would completely
Until she says, like, "I would like to,"
Yeah.
like, she opens it up.
Yeah, until it's like that, it's brought to you. Yeah, I would obviously not go to the person who suffered that and was like, "Hey, remember that day, my birthday party?" But it's like also life has to go on. It's a fact of life that people pass away, people die.
I will say, though, that it does something about this does feel weird that the girlfriend would decide to post a picture of it knowing that the family follows, and it's obvious that this is not only a sensitive topic, but that she even said that her sister is still in therapy and this is really hard for her. I'm guessing this was her only kid.
But also
No,
you,
but wait.
you can't just live your life around what other
Sure,
people do.
but it does seem kind of suspect that the girlfriend would make a post about it. It kind of seems like some passive aggressive kind of dig at them for not grieving fast enough. Because the girlfriend isn't as involved with this as she
Right.
is, right? So to her, it's like, oh, some kid died. Well, that's really sad. But, she doesn't feel the way that the family does, obviously. This isn't something that's super important to her.
But it's also the way of the world because I mean, if you go out far enough, no one cares that the kid died. I mean, maybe not nobody, but it's just gonna be like that's very sad or that's horrible that it happened to you. But is it at the same time, is it right to ask somebody to never have a birthday again because someone passed away around that time or on that
No,
day?
but I think a year is not like a really long time. And also you're 25, your birthday is not that special anymore. I'm sorry. You know? So I don't see it as such a big deal that you can just move the day to celebrate it at another
They don't
day.
have to.
They don't have to. I'm saying if you care about your family's feelings though, like you can say,
So
"Oh, don't
so
dance,
you shouldn't
don't dance
celebrate
around them."
so you shouldn't celebrate in private. I mean, so what? There's a picture.
It wasn't in private though. The
The
girlfriend knew what she
celebration
was
was in
doing.
private.
The
The
girlfriend
celebration
knew what she was
the
doing.
celebration was in
I'm not saying
private.
she's an asshole. I'm just saying it's
No.
insensitive. That's
Okay.
all.
Well, then get the fuck over it.
I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying it is insensitive.
I don't really think it is.
And to also say that I didn't know she posted it, I think is bullshit.
Now that one I might agree with.
I think that's bullshit. I think you knew it, and I think you've already said it. It was right on my birthday, and there was no celebration. Birthdays are very important. My birthday is very important to me. She keeps saying that. My birthday is very important to me.
Think about this. Think about this. A lot of people, it's been a big deal her whole life. And now 2 years, it's like, no, you don't get a birthday. And it's almost like the family is saying to her, well, because of this tragedy happened, you just don't get a birthday anymore. Or maybe you get it 10 years down the road. It's
Why can she not move it to another day? She is 25 years old. She's not a 5-year-old. Even kids have birthday celebrations on different days.
Yeah, and all they did was have a small meal and there's a picture. Oh my god, how insensitive. It wasn't like they invited them all and said, come hang out with us and celebrate.
I'm not saying that they were wrong to celebrate it in private. I'm saying that if
You're wrong. You're out of line, Taylor.
If you care
You're out of line
about what your family thinks, then maybe don't post a picture on Instagram where you know they're going to be looking.
Yeah, but then that's also like looking for trouble. Like even if they had been upset, maybe not like fucking bombing someone's
This is why I
phone with
don't use
text
social
messages.
media. This is why I deleted all my shit, because this is if you didn't have Instagram and your girlfriend didn't feel the need to like flaunt to social media that she has a girlfriend in the first place, maybe this wouldn't have happened, right? So it's just the evil of social media right there. But also, she was insensitive to do it.
But so you think she's an asshole?
No, I don't think. I've already said I don't think she's an asshole.
Oh, you kind of do. You're more like a mixed. I would say you're more rating a mix. I don't think you're. I don't wouldn't call
I
you.
mean, from this, they're making it seem
You're a
as if
jerk.
a year ago is a really, really long time,
No, for grieving,
and
I don't
it's
think it.
not.
I don't think it is. And I think it's a very personal thing, and I understand not inviting that person.
This is also not like a distant family member. This is her sister, right?
I agree,
It's a very close
but
into like it's a
but it's 2 years in a row, and if it matters to you, then it matters to you. You can't suddenly just have all something that's important to you. Just like, well, it shouldn't be important to you anymore.
someone said or it's Stony Santana said flip side mom and Denise could have just been cool with her celebrating her birthday. The
Right.
mom, I can almost guarantee you, was fine with her celebrating her birthday. The mom is doing like what some people's moms do, speaking for the other person, speaking for Denise.
That could be it too.
That's what that is. Almost 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. The girlfriend could just be dumb. She maybe.
of course. I mean, obviously, we only have the context of what we're given here.
Tyler says, "What's
Well,
up, sexy? I like your glasses."
I don't understand.
Skeptical Sloth says, "Not a whole family is though." I mean, I don't think they're being assholes. I just think that they have dealt with a recent tragedy.
I think they're overreacted
Yes,
to what
overreacting,
happened.
not assholes. Nobody's an asshole here. I don't think so.
That's because you insensitive, Scotty. Maybe I am, but you know what? The world is a variety of different personality types and people, and you can't expect everyone to fucking feel the same. You may think I'm insensitive. Maybe I think you're too sensitive.
Billie Jean says, "I missed the post. Could you reread
Fuck
it?"
No.
just stop this. Read it, and
it's right here on screen.
It's been here the whole time,
bro. Look, it's right here. People read ahead all the time. Look, I'm leaving it on screen for you for 1 minute. The long and the short is, this woman, her nephew passed away. He had cancer. It happened right on her birthday. Family is, of course, devastated. Birthdays are a big deal to them, but obviously she has to cancel her birthday. Now it's 1 year later, and obviously she's like still can't really have a big family birthday. So she has an intimate birthday. It gets posted to Instagram, and then her family flips out. It's like, well, how you're insensitive for celebrating on your nephew's dead nephew's birthday, or his death day. How dare you? Don't celebrate your birthday. You should refuse to celebrate. And obviously she wants to celebrate.
How dare she have a candlelit dinner for two? How dare she?
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's like, look,
but that's not the point, though. The point is that she put it on social media.
Oh my God! So what? There's a lot of shit on social. Okay, that's like saying, you know what? Oh, I took a picture of my food, and I just read a story about people starving in another country. Am I a piece of shit for that?
No.
Well, there you go then.
But the thing is, though, is that'd be like your sister is starving to death, and you post about how you're going, like you have all this food at your house, and oh my God, I would never share with anybody. It's not the same as what. It's not the same.
Get out of here with that shit, dude. That's so essentially, what if this family for 10 years? What if it goes down the road 10 years and they're just still like, we're just too broken up about it? You're just never supposed to have a birthday again because they're just too broken up?
How dare the nephew die on my birthday?
I'm asking you. So like,
I'm sorry, what?
So I mean, like, okay, well, how long is someone supposed to grieve? That's a personal thing, right? So no one can determine. So you're never supposed to celebrate your birthday again because a tragedy happened around your birthday?
I'm just saying that your sister was so out of sorts a year later that you had to stay by her side and then switch off with your mother, so that I'm assuming she doesn't kill herself.
They want to be support.
Yeah, but hold on.
They've already shown enough support. They don't have to not have a fucking candlelight dinner.
If you know that your sister is that sensitive, still a year later, why would you post a picture of like happy birth and not post something like, if you have to use social media, why don't you just use it to be like, to put some kind of memorial thing about your nephew? Maybe. I'm just saying.
Maybe
I'm just saying.
Maybe
that's all.
Maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe they want to celebrate somebody's life. Maybe it's like they just don't. Obviously, they're not going to be as affected as the person who lost a
364 days max grieving time. Exactly. Yeah. Like, look, Denise, y'all got to be over this by next year. Okay.
No, I don't think anyone said that. I don't think it was ever implied. Even it was like, hey, I'm gonna go spend time with her. I'm gonna go make sure she's okay. It's a tough day for her. That's still and still not even having a big celebration. Not the asshole. I don't care what Taylor says.
I didn't even say they were assholes. I said they were not assholes.
You know who actually is the asshole? Taylor's the asshole. Thank you.
I'm wrong.
You're 100% wrong, and you're the asshole in this situation.
Yeah,
These
whatever.
people here are not even the assholes. None of them asshole.
It's
You're the
just me.
asshole because you didn't 100% agree with me. Asshole.
I don't think the sister did, like, the person writing this did anything wrong. I'm saying the girlfriend's a
do.
dick.
You hate 'em.
Okay? And she knows she is.
I hate them. Why would you say that, Taylor? Kill them. Kill them all. That's
Being
fucked
upset
up.
that your birthday didn't happen because of a death in the family is childish at best. Yeah,
I mean,
best.
I agree, but look, it's important to some people. It is a childish thing, but I don't think it makes you an asshole to want to be validated in your own life. I think everyone wants that to some degree.
How dare you be born on my kid's death day? Oh my god. Oh.
So a lot of people look, there's a lot of division here on this one.
There is.
You know what? Let's do a poll. Do you think this person is an asshole?
Not this person. No one has debated that. And we've said
well, that's the question though. Are they the asshole?
I don't know how to do a poll.
You have to go. So go over to the go there.
Okay.
And go here. And you make a poll there. I see a lot of division with this one. Look, a lot of people, a lot of opinions. Where does the chat come out on this one? So we're asking, is she the asshole for wanting to celebrate her birthday on the day her 1 year anniversary of her nephew's death?
TJ says, fuck that. My birthday trumps someone dying a year ago.
Shocking. I can't believe TJ would say that.
Color me shocked.
So some little fucking fuck trophy died. Who cares? It's TJ birthday.
Girlfriend should have delayed posting 2 days. Why do you have to post that it's someone's birthday? Why? Why do you have to post at all? I don't get this.
Because they want to
You're posting a picture of holding hands and the shitty dinner that you made. Because y'all ain't MasterChef competitors. Okay, so we know it's
what
shitty.
If they are?
Happy birthday, love.
What if they are MasterChef competitors? You don't know that.
Whatever, dude.
Let's go to our poll. Let's go, so go to the other screen.
I think the kid was the asshole.
There, of course, has to be some edgelord comes in with that shit. Look, he's the asshole for dying. I'm just keeping it real.
All right, so right now we are at 21% yes, 79% no.
Come on, guys, vote. We gotta know.
I don't think that she's an asshole, though.
We're just asking. Is there any harm in asking?
Thank you, Cloud Massacre.
There's some massacres. Cloud die. Cloud die. Cloud die.
Why do you have to censor yourself because someone may see it and get sad? I don't think you have to censor yourself, and I'm not saying they're assholes. I'm saying the girlfriend is insensitive.
Sounds like
at the very least, she doesn't care. You know.
Go TJ's comment.
Next year, she should have a birthday / nephew in hell celebration.
Dude. He's in hell. He roasts in the fiery pits of hell.
Happy birthday to me.
Satan is torturing you with glee.
Oh.
Do, 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 do. Of course, she has the metal response.
Fuck you, TJ. Get on the show if you want to say something. This is not TJ's show.
Yeah, fucking TJ. They want that fucking troglodyte in here.
Maybe we should. Throw the party at the cemetery.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, let's end our poll. I think we got enough votes. Let's see how many votes we got here.
All right, so
All right, I'm calling it, dude. Not the fucking asshole. Taylor, wrong again.
I didn't say they were assholes.
Guess what? You're on your wrong. There's only one person right on your wrong, and that's me. I'm always right. Not a Living Dead style. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Gavin says they should have arranged the candles into a pentagram and reanimated the nephew.
All right, let's see our next one.
Well, if you've watched Full Metal Alchemist, then you know that that's not how it works. You are going to create something awful. Never attribute to malice what can be adequately explained as stupidity. The partner probably just forgot. The partner didn't forget. Okay, because she was with Denise for most of the day. So how could she forget?
Next story, please.
Switch it. I don't know how.
You know, are you drunk? Sorry,
something, right?
sorry guys. Taylor's been drinking again. Taylor, what'd you do? Taylor, what'd you do?
Am I the asshole for being annoyed my mother-in-law ate my dinner?
All right, Taylor, you want to read this one?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
All right, go ahead and read it.
Tonight, my mother-in-law came over for dinner. I made Swedish meatballs and gravy with mashed potato,
Oh,
broccoli,
oh.
and homemade bread.
All right, so number one, this sounds good as fuck to me.
It
like
does sound good.
someone making Swedish meatballs, which is like 3 kinds of meat, I believe. You have gravy, you have mashed potatoes. Who doesn't love that? Broccoli, whatever. I'll take or leave that. I mean, I'm an American, so you know. Vegetables, I guess you need to eat them or something. I don't really know much about that. Homemade bread, that's the star of the show to me. Like the meatball stuff is good, but homemade hot ass fucking fresh bread.
I don't know about them Swedish meatballs though. In my house, we tend to eat in the lounge room unless it's a big event, so I dish up everyone's meal. Kids, mother-in-law, and kids, mother-in-law, and husband, I take their meals to them, and then before serving mine, I have to run out to the line and grab some clothes that I hung out earlier. No big deal.
Damn, this is a hardworking woman right here.
shit.
She's like freaking. I got
She's
kids.
doing laundry
I got
out on the line too.
Let me go out to the line
Is
there.
this Little House on the Prairie?
Dude, it is, man. She's a hard work. She's feeding her mother-in-law, got kids, the husband, everyone just sitting around, food. She's like making shit, fucking doing laundry and shit, scrubbing the floor, probably scrubbing shit down.
Did she knit a sweater like in between all of this as well?
Meanwhile, like, the meatballs are that gives me 10 minutes to knit a little Timmy sweater.
I served up generous portions for everyone, way more than I thought they could eat. But when I got back from the line, my dinner was gone. Bitch, what the fuck? Me and y'all gonna fight. I asked if anyone knew what happened to the food on the bench, and mother-in-law pipes up and says she wanted some more. She piled her bowl full of meatballs. Way more than she would ever eat. I'm stunned. I figure, oh well, I'll just grab some fast food a bit later or something because maybe she was super hungry. My bad for not cooking enough.
Oh, fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
You're fucking dude. You do this in my house, you're gone. You're fucking gone. You're gone. Like you make a meal for everybody. They literally see your dinner is already there and they just go, I wanted more. Dude, I don't give a fuck who it is. Like, maybe I'm not gonna resort to violence. That's my first instinct. My second instinct is to throw your ass out of my fucking house, especially if I fucking slaved over a goddamn meal. I mean, this is a full fucking meal. Homemade bread, Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, broccoli, probably a fucking badass dessert too. Got everything there. And it's like, oh yeah, I saw that was yours, but fuck you because I was hungry. It's like, fuck you because you were hungry. Oh, I'm super hungry. Then fucking eat something else, motherfucker. Don't eat my dinner.
Well, let's get to the rest.
I mean, no, this is how fucking outrageous, dude. How do you fucking eat someone's dinner, dude? How the fuck do you do it? That's like someone fucking, you're like, I hate to insult this species, but it's like a fucking dog move. That's like if I put out John Luke and Yujiro's dinner, my 2 dogs, and I only put 1 dog out and they eat their dinner, that's what I would expect them to do. A human being that's supposed to have empathy and thoughts and like, I don't know, critical thinking. Like, hey, there's 8 plates out here and there's 8 people. You know, that's probably mine. That's probably my food.
That's mine to take.
That's just mine to take. That's the extra plate. Yeah,
that's the extra plate for whoever wants more. All right, so it continues. But once she's eaten what she wants, she asks for a container so she can take her extra portion home for dinner the next night.
You mother... What? Wait, whoa.
This bitch, bro.
You motherfucker. Not only you steal her dinner, you want to take yours fucking home? So you basically ate someone else's food.
She wants to take the dinner she stole home because it's her extra. It's her extra dinner.
Fuck
for
no.
Tomorrow. I'm pretty annoyed at this point and mentioned that was meant to be my dinner for that night, not her takeaway meal for the next night. She says, "Oh well, you can eat it then."
Wait. So the food I made and paid for, I have your permission to eat it. I would fucking that plate would be in her fucking face, dude. That's what that fucking no, you eat it, pig. Here you go. You want some food? Here you go.
TJ says to the victor, go the spoils. You're too weak to defend your meatballs. Your meatballs get 8. That's the nature of the world.
TJ's like food Darwinism. It's just like, look, if I want it, I'm going to get to it. You don't eat it, it's your problem.
She says, oh, well, you can eat it then. And I reply with, no, thank you, and hand her a container. Why would you? Whatever.
I don't want to hear left. Yeah, it's basically like, oh, you want some? Oh, here you go. You want some of my eating chicken wing? You want it? No, I'm good, motherfucker. You just eat the rest of it, you fat motherfucker. You fucking fat piece of goddamn human trash. Eating my goddamn fucking food that I made. Oh, that makes me so fucking mad, dude.
She leaves and my husband puts the kids to bed. When he comes back in, he asks what's wrong.
What's wrong?
And I tell him that I'm hungry. I cooked the meal and didn't get to eat any of it, and I'm pissed off about it. He agrees mother-in-law was way out of line and messages her that her actions were greedy and selfish. She owes me an apology. She replies telling him that I acted like an asshole. I should have cooked more and anticipated that she would take home a portion for the next day. She offered me what she didn't eat and I didn't want it. It's not her fault, and I owe her an apology for my attitude and snarky comment. She's also posting on social media about what happened, and people are saying I'm an asshole and a rude hostess. I should also add I'm currently pregnant and I feel like I can be quite unreasonable at times due to hormones. Am I the asshole?
No.
Fuck no.
Dude, this is the fuck. Okay, I guarantee you, your mother-in-law's tale is total fucking bullshit, a complete fabrication to probably go run to other boomers and go, see, she's a bad host. A good host would cook 15 extra portions and know that I would want to take some home. It's like someone invites you to dinner and you have the gall to say, why didn't you make extra so I can take it home? And oh, I've stole yours, but do you want the leftovers? And you need to apologize to me. No, you're not fucking coming to my house for dinner again. Your fucking son wants to feed you. He can fucking cook you. He can cook a fucking meal for you himself. I ain't feeding some asshole like that. And I wouldn't even be worried about the other assholes going like, she's right. What, a bunch of fucking boomers on Facebook, like, the woke squad's at it again. This is crazy. So what that she made that meal? I didn't know that. It's not my fault. It's like, you're a complete asshole without any empathy. And you're completely fucking selfish. 100% the asshole boomer move. And you shouldn't feel bad at all.
Why would she post it on social media as well? Like what?
So some people can back her up and say she's right.
I mean, that's almost the worst part of this is that you would go to the internet with family drama that you have.
So Op has offered the following explanation why they think they might be the asshole. I might be the asshole for not cooking enough food and being annoyed that the mother-in-law wanted to take some home. I also might be an asshole for making a snarky comment about her eating my dinner. No, you're not. She did eat your dinner. Like, think about what you just said. You made a snarky comment about her eating my dinner. It's like, what? She ate your fucking food. Dude, if someone was a fucking glutton at heart, no, you don't fuck with anyone's food. That's just not something you do. And if you do it, you're a piece of shit. That's what the Reddit take is. Reading your replies. You know she did this on purpose, right? She wanted to start this fight with you. I agree. She took all the food before you'd eaten any, then demanded to take leftovers. She's fucking with you. Don't ever cook for her again.
Fuck no. I don't know if I'd let her back in my house, tell you the truth.
Not the asshole, and rest in peace to my inbox. That's why I can't. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. The next person, who the fuck takes a pregnant person's food? Look, here's
tries
the
to
thing.
gaslight. Yeah, that's very true. That is
Sure, but this isn't even about her being pregnant. That's kind of an aside, okay? That has nothing to do with it. This is just a respect issue, and she has no respect for you.
Yeah, this is actually a good comment here. I actually like this comment here.
Yeah.
She's 100% fucking with you. This is a total power play of someone that does this kind of shit. This is basically saying to you to see if you do anything about it. It's like, let me just take your food. Because there's social etiquette. And if you make a bunch of plates, now maybe if a child came up and took your plate or something, or someone who didn't really truly like, or a 90-year-old that didn't know any better, like, was just my food. It's like, oh, okay, grandpa, and that wasn't yours. Like, there's maybe some reasonable explanations of why that can not be taken. But when it's someone that knows what the fuck they're doing like this, she can't stand your fucking guts. And it's just a way to fucking start a fight with you and have a conflict with you. And then, of course, run to everyone and see what a bad person she is. I ate her dinner and then I demanded more and she got mad. What a piece of shit, right? Then, of course, other boomers, yeah, that's ridiculous. She should cook for you every night. Fuck off.
I don't know. This kind of sounds like that happened and then everyone
yeah,
claps.
exactly.
I mean, I kind of agree, but with all of these "Am I the asshole" stories, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
So
guys, we don't. I mean,
no, we have to take them like they're serious. Otherwise,
we treat them like
yeah.
stories.
Right.
We treat them like creative writing.
Yeah.
I should say. I didn't like. Look, I think there's probably stories on here that are 100% true as far as from someone's point of view. And I think there's a lot that are made up. This for us is entertainment value. It has nothing to do with what we're not trying to like interpret if this is true or not. I mean, like, we don't even have that information. How do we even get that information? We just take it, like I said, as an apocryphal tale that's interesting to us.
I agree with TJ. The daughter-in-law should have laid the smack down with the folding steel chair.
Hey, some people want to do it. Some people got to do it. Let's see this.
That lady does not deserve her genes passed down. I wanted to go back to this one, because I would really like to see a big old pregnant woman and an old lady in like a fucking cage.
Oh, Hell in a Cell or something.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell, dude.
Like Undertaker
climbing up
versus
to the
Mankind,
top rope.
1998.
Yes.
Take the mother-in-law off the top of the cage. And remember, just 3 weeks ago on Raw, she ate her dinner. Oh my God, the mother-in-law's dead. Oh no, she's been killed. There's no movement. Paramedics are on the way.
Should have used the fetus instead of the chair. Dude, what if she... Oh my God, dude. What if she takes the fetus out, right? And then she swings it by the umbilical cord like it's like the ninja balls or whatever. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about?
Nunchucks?
Yeah, sure. She swings it like nunchucks.
Wow, this is highly offensive. I'm super offended. This is like a clear-cut one.
I threw her off and I thought she was dead.
Yeah, this is not. I'm like, I'd normally poll you guys, but I don't even want to entertain. I don't want to entertain any other point of view on this one. I'm just closed-minded when it comes to someone stealing your dinner.
Death battle, pregnant lady versus flabby old boomer. Yeah, dude. Choke out the mother-in-law with the umbilical cord. Throw the fetus like it's a lasso.
Welcome to hell. All right.
Taylor has some great ideas, dude.
True.
So me and Scotty have this like running joke when we're driving about people walking and like, how many points will I get if I hit this person? And
really inspired from the Death Race movies. The first Death Race, the Roger Corman one.
The one that we came up with today was pretty intense.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's see the next one. Because like I said, there's not even much mystery. Reddit got this one right. Actually gave good advice. Wow. I mean, it checks all the boxes. But this is a pretty easy call, in my opinion.
Beef Business says, now I want to watch a movie called Nunchuk Fetus.
Nunchuk Fetus.
Okay, this is one that I pulled for you, because I feel like you can relate to this person. All right, so am I the asshole for spraying water in my wife's face to wake her up? My wife sleeps like a rock every night. She gets in this very deep sleep and nothing can disturb it.
Oh, Taylor, sorry.
When our twins were babies, she never heard them cry during the night. It didn't bother me until recently. She decided that she was going to wake up early every day as part of a self-care routine. She sets up 1,000 alarms every 10 minutes from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. She doesn't hear any of them. I, however, I'm sorry. I, however, am awake since the first alarm at 5 a.m. I wake her up and I can't fall back asleep, so I toss and turn until I have to get up for work. She doesn't wake up immediately after I talk to her. I have to shake her and talk to her constantly until she's up, and I don't mind doing that at 7 a.m., but 5 a.m. is simply cruel. This has been going on for 2 weeks, and I'm exhausted. Yesterday, I decided I had enough of the bullshit, and when her first alarm went off, I took my water bottle and I sprayed water on her face. She was awake instantly, turned off her torture device, phone,
yes,
and I could go back to sleep. She didn't say anything, so I did it again this morning. She's apparently furious because it's extremely rude to splash her with water, not once, but twice. I think it's also extremely rude to keep me sleep deprived, but she disagrees. Edit, she hasn't seen a doctor for it, has never bothered either one of us. Someone said it might be an ADHD symptom. My wife has ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
I expressed hating being up too early, but I haven't warned her about the water. I didn't think the water through. 3 separate rooms seemed to be our solution. The update is I told my wife she was internet famous. She read a lot of comments. She doesn't want to go to a doctor, but she agreed that waking up at 5 a.m. wasn't sustainable. She's going to switch her self-care routine to 8 a.m. She apologized. I apologized. We've avoided torturing each other. So is he the asshole for spraying water in his wife's face to wake her up?
Oh, dude. This is actually Nope, Reddit got this one wrong. Bolt the assholes. 100% bolt the
Yeah,
assholes.
I don't think it's right to spray someone with water to wake them
Yeah,
up.
like that's like a movie way to wake somebody up. It's like the bucket of water, like wake up your car. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, what? But then also not being cognizant of the fact that you're doing this routine in which you're not really even doing a routine. Like you're setting an expectation, which is the wife we're talking about. I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. I'm gonna get up at 5:30. I'm gonna get up at 5:45. You know, it's like when you have alarms constantly going off and you don't wake up for them, that doesn't fucking work. So she definitely needs to move her routine later. But it was childish also just throw water on somebody. You know, you mean like honestly, you should have first probably resorted to like, look, you're not gonna wake up. I'm going to wake up. So all your alarm is doing is waking me up and you're still asleep. So this isn't going to work. You need to do this later, or you need to find a way that's actually going to wake you up. So there's alarm clocks that'll definitely wake people up. Trust me.
We had one.
We
It
had
was
one. And it's
I
like,
have a really hard time waking up in the morning, and so generally our routine is that my alarm goes off about 100 times, and then Scotty wakes me up, and then I get up. So,
yeah, but you've
but I
had
used to have an alarm that was what do they call it? It was like the screaming alarm or something.
oh my god.
It was so loud.
It was like an old school, like loud ass, actual physical, like ringing a bell alarm clock that was so loud every time it went off. You're really like,
Oh, your ass wakes up, I
like
promise.
this. Ring! Oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, dude, I can't. I'm telling you how many like times I like wake up. I'm like, Taylor, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, oh, it's my alarm. And it's like, fuck, stop this alarm. I mean, I gotta admit to you, I actually broke that alarm.
No, you didn't. It fell off.
I broke that alarm.
Yeah,
Taylor.
whatever, dude.
Dude, I fucking 100% fucking broke that alarm, dude.
I have such a hard time waking up that we have looked into solutions like
Tasers.
not tasers, but like the moving alarm clocks and stuff, but those don't usually the wake up mats.
You know what would happen with the moving alarm clock? It would go off. You would still sleep through it, and I'd be chasing the fucking thing through the room.
It's true.
Taylor, what the fuck's going on? I'll be fucking banging against shit. Oh fuck!
Oh shit! Thank you, shitty economist. For
Yeah.
$20. You are shitty economist.
Yeah, like what's a terrible investment? Ah, this guy. Here you go. Take my money.
He says, "I love you, Scoopy."
I love you too, shitty economist. I love you too. Let's run away together. I have to have a really loud alarm. Yeah, a lot of people do. I know people can be slapped and stay asleep. That probably would be Taylor, to be honest with you.
An idea guy says, "I keep my phone across the room, so I have to stand up to turn it off." That just makes it to where Scotty either has to stand up
we've
or
tried it.
we've tried this.
Dude, we've tried everything. Like Taylor is almost impossible to wake up.
This is a symptom of ADHD. Also, I've been diagnosed with ADHD since I was a small child. So, and I've always had a hard time waking up. So it kind of seems like if she has it, it just doesn't seem like there's really going to be a solution besides them being partners, you know, and him saying, "Well, yeah, I wake up, but I can also go back to sleep." You know, now 5 a.m. is too early. Like if she has to wake up and take the kids to school, then maybe just have an arrangement to where he can either wake her up or he's the one that wakes up.
Doesn't sound like there's any kids in this equation.
They said when our twins were babies,
Oh,
she never heard them cry during the night.
well, it's kind of weird then because like he's talking about like tossing and turning and stuff and like trying to go back to sleep until work started. So I guess maybe he's just not involved in that aspect of the relationship.
Let's see. TJ says, "I found the solution to having trouble waking up. Just don't do it." Well, some people have things to do, TJ. Okay.
Yeah, I favor that too, simply because like I don't have a problem waking up, but I am the biggest asshole when I wake up. Like I just can't talk to anyone. Like Taylor will tell me stuff, and I'm just like, and she knows because like if you wake me up, like I don't know, like I just am not a person that needs to be woken up. Like I have to wake up very slowly, or I'm gonna be a fucking grade A piece of shit to you. And I think you can testify to that.
I don't understand how people don't wake up to alarms if you get up at the same time every day. Most of the time, I don't even need mine. Well, Billie Jean, we're not all perfect like you. Okay. I'm sorry.
I personally don't need an alarm. How do people wake up before alarm clocks? Literally, there was a job. You'd go and wake people up. There's people who that was their profession.
Hotels still do this.
Yeah,
They do
like
wake up calls, you know?
But for a lot of time, a lot of human history, time wasn't like seen the way it is now. So that was more of like a modern industrialized thing of like you need to be here at this time.
TJ says, I found the solution having things to do also. Don't do them.
It's not like simple explanations. I mean, he's not wrong, but he's also not right.
There are consequences to not doing certain things. I usually wake up moments before my alarm. You know,
That's usually me
BR
too.
more. I occasionally have these moments. They're rare, but when they do happen, Scotty wakes up and is in utter shock that I'm awake.
Oh yeah, like the rare times you actually wake yourself up, and it's like
Like
yeah.
I have to be up at 6:45 and I'm up at 6.
Yeah, well, that's usually your problem too, though.
I wake up too early.
Yeah, you wake up way
before.
too early. Like, yeah, it's 5:30. I'll be up now, and it's like Taylor, you're gonna be exhausted. They're like, no, I'll be fine. And then it's like, okay, all right. Let's see. We got some other comments.
I get up at 4 a.m. for work. I hate my life.
Yeah,
Sorry,
fuck
shitty
that.
economist.
Fuck that, dude. That sucks.
I've been
bro.
there. Trust me. When I used to work for the state at a youth challenge program, I had to be up at 3:45 and be there at around 4:45. So, and I did that for years. It sucked.
Yeah, that's horrible.
My wife will somehow be ready to have full conversations as soon as she wakes up. I'm the same as Scotty and either grunt or just ignore.
Yeah. Taylor has to learn that too. It's like I'm not trying to be mean to you, but I just cannot talk to you. Like she'll be like, "Let me tell you this thing," and I'm just like,
TJ as a rebuttal, he says, "I found the solution to consequences. Also, ignore them."
Well, that's more like the solution to punishments.
Right.
Because consequences, it's like, you know, if you're born, you'll die. You know, if you put a match to a flame, it'll catch fire. So I guess, I guess that it can be right in a sense. See, that's the problem with TJ. TJ's usually right in some sense, but wrong in most senses that actually matter.
Beef Business says, pretty sure I have ADHD and I've always had trouble waking up, but sometimes I do have weird phases where I wake up early in the morning at the same time each day. Well, if you think you have it, probably best to not self-diagnose and to go and seek
Yeah, a problem with his wife
a
too
doctor.
is not really dealing with the ADHD. It's like I won't go to a doctor, I won't deal with it, and it's like, well, if it's really affecting your life, you probably should. I guess you don't have to, but you should.
Here, let's move on to the next one.
No, it's not.
Let's do it.
No,
Already did it.
I refuse to do
So
anything then.
I pulled this one too. Am I the asshole for letting my sister steal my ADHD medication? I, 20 female, was diagnosed with ADHD in 2021
Lie.
and take medication for this in order to focus better.
Fake.
ADHD medication is not addicting for people with ADHD. That's a fucking lie. People have commented this is inaccurate, so disregard it. Why did you think that before? It says so on the label. Whatever. My sister, 22, does not have ADHD as far as we know, but has told me about her use of ADHD medication in high school, so before my diagnosis. Why are you doing this?
I didn't want to move on from the last story. This is my protest. How dare you do this?
Why are you covering? I can see it on the other screen.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
He's covering the screen.
I'm blocking the screen. You can't read it. You can't read it.
This person says, I'm on a 4-year waiting list for a diagnosis. NHS is wonderful.
Fuck, dude. Really? 4 fucking years?
I don't understand. 4 years?
That's a long ass time. Yeah, that's a little too
I'm
long.
going to need more information on that.
Well, NHS, that's like the UK's healthcare system, right?
ADHD meds should be, yeah, it is. ADHD meds should be over the counter. No. No, I don't think so. Sorry.
That there's too many consequences to people. I mean, and the problem is too is that people could take that and it might not benefit them. So, but I think it should be much easier access to people that do need it. So, I mean, I guess that's why you would probably see it as a solution. But it's, I mean, there's a lot of negative consequences to taking the wrong form of that medication.
Reshambach says it's basically speed in a mild form. That's not accurate.
It's similar.
It's got a similar
like
makeup,
chemical
but
composition.
They're not the same. This person says the same thing. Isn't it effectively speed light? No, it's not. I tried it once and I felt like a normal functioning human being. It was insane. Well, that doesn't mean you have ADHD though. So you should see someone that has a medical
Oh,
degree.
see, this guy is talking about Vyvanse.
I'm the most, Shitty Economist says, I'm the most productive person in my workplace already, yet I still seek out Vyvanse to be even more productive because being productive means they give me more work. Well, if you don't have ADHD, you shouldn't take the medication. So,
Of course, look, of course, here. All drugs should be over the counter.
from when I was reading over here, it read like all dogs should be over the
Yeah,
counter.
all dogs should be over the
I
counter.
agree. Yes, all dogs.
You come into a business. I like take a Pomeranian. All right, one Pomeranian over the counter. Here you go.
Well, that wouldn't be over the counter, would it?
It would be because you buy it over the counter.
Well, then no, it would just be like aisles and aisles of dogs. you just go by.
It is what they call it over the counter, which you usually don't buy it over the counter.
Right.
You buy like unless you're buying cold medicine with pseudoephedrine in it because they're worried you're gonna fucking make meth. It's like I don't want to make meth. All I want to do is like, 'cause look, if I want to buy illegal meth or get legal meth, I'll just go get the shit that the fucking government will give me.
Dragon in the West says Adderall has a nasty withdrawal, breed fog, brain fog. You mean?
Breed fog.
Breed fog. Breed.
I breed too much. I have a fog in my brain.
Breed fog is typical, which is compounded if you have ADHD. My experience with that, and Scotty can tell you, is that if I don't take my medication for like a couple of days, by the third day, I sleep like for almost 24 hours.
Oh yeah,
I'm so sleepy. I wouldn't say it's brain fog though. Like it's literally just falling asleep while sitting, you know. I think dogs should be prescription exclusively.
I'd be right about that. With TJ shit.
Amazing Atheist says, I take Adderall tolerance breaks pretty often. And I can say that for me, it's not addictive. I even forget to take it sometimes.
Oh, so does Taylor, dude.
Well, I don't want to tell you what to do, but you really shouldn't take breaks when it comes to medication like that, because there can be nasty side effects to it. So
we've already done it. I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, sure, but that's not totally good to do to your brain. So I would just say, like, maybe talk to a doctor before taking what you would call as a tolerance break.
Well, what Taylor actually took, then you really actually did better on was Vyvanse, but her insurance just like suddenly was like, that's $300. We don't cover it.
You know what's weird too is that like after taking Vyvanse for how long did it take it? Maybe a year.
Right.
When they put me back on Adderall at a lower dosage, the effects that I had before, when I took it before, I took Adderall before Vyvanse, and I had really nasty side effects. I mean, I got down from 145 pounds down to 110, because I would just not eat at all. So they switched me to Vyvanse, and it was great. But now that I'm using Adderall again, I don't have that side effect, so I don't know. TJ says, if I don't take breaks, it stops being effective. I would rather take breaks than have to up the dosage.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it's best for your body, I guess, but I just like that just worries me because you know, you don't know what could happen.
Because you're the goose that laid the golden egg, TJ. Don't die too young.
Yeah, we need you.
As a pharmacist, I concur with Taylor. Dropping out cold turkey can be dangerous in some cases. Oh shit, TJ.
I would just say that you should always speak to someone who actually went to medical school, you know? Like I just think that's probably best instead of making decisions based off of Google searches or your own wishes.
To beef business, I deal with unmedicated ADHD by smoking weed, not doing anything. Smoking weed's not going to help. As someone who has ADHD as well, I can tell you because it feels like everyone I fucking know has ADHD. Yeah, I smoke plenty of weed and it doesn't really do much for that. I've definitely taken the medication. The medication does way more for you, but like you said, unfortunately, you're waiting for 4 years to get the help you need, which really fucking sucks.
TJ says, I know better than any fancy decoder. Dr. Decoder.
Oh, we're off the fucking rails.
Yeah, we are. Sorry.
My sister does not have ADHD as far as you know.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me get to that.
But has told me about her use of ADHD medication in high school. So before my diagnosis, she told me it really helped her at the time to get through school. Sure. My sister does not live at our family home anymore, but I do. Her old bedroom was turned into an
Wait.
office.
Can I pause this real quick? Just real quick.
Why?
Okay. So the sister saying that using ADHD in school helped her a lot, that's inaccurate. I know that these drugs are like
Marketed that way.
marketed on the streets as like a performance enhancing drug. It's not. And it's actually been found to make you do worse, not only in an academic setting, but also in an athletic setting. It gives you almost a placebo like effect that you're doing more.
Unless
But
you have ADHD.
yes and no, because like ADHD medication for someone that actually needs it to better the quality of their life, it's not going to make them smarter. It's not going to make them remember information really any
It helps
better.
your concentration.
It helps your concentration. So instead of you reading a paragraph and not actually reading it, you'll actually read the paragraph and retain the information. It doesn't make you know more or do any
Yeah,
better.
so the benefit, the therapeutic benefit's only found with people who have the condition. The people that don't have ADHD that take it, thinking they're going to get some boost, they're not going to really get any much of anything. Is what you're saying?
This person says if it helps you focus when you struggle to focus on schoolwork, I don't see how that's not working. You just need to go ahead and look at the evidence that suggests that taking ADHD medication is not a performance enhancing drug in the academic setting.
Oh shit,
So,
dude. TJ says this to you. Adderall 100% increases performance academically. I don't care what any study says. It absolutely does. Oh.
okay, well, that seems like some crazy conspiracy alt-right talking point, dude. I'm sorry.
How's
You-
an all-right talking point?
I'm just saying it's similar to what they say, like climate change is not real and I don't care what any scientist says. That's what you're basically saying. Adderall 100% increases performance academically. I don't care what any study says. If you don't see how that's similar to like a climate change denier saying that they don't trust the science because like it's cold, then I don't know what to do for you.
Man, Taylor, you're a very angry person.
I'm not. I'm
You're
not.
filled with anger.
I'm just saying it's not logical. I'm not saying TJ's alt-right. I should have added that it sounds like an alt-right talking
TJ,
point.
you're
like
a
I
magic
don't care about studies. I don't
TJ,
care about
You're a magic super
I don't care about statistics.
All right, your ADHD is showing here because we've not been able to get through this. So I'm gonna have to say timeout on anything you have to say until I get to the story.
Okay.
Damn, Taylor. Damn. Showing why we need to cover ADHD on this channel.
Go ahead.
Her old bedroom was turned into an office for me and my little brother, which I frequently use for schoolwork. Since school takes me an insane amount of focus, my medication is stored in this office. My sister lives with her husband, 23 male. Recently, they got into a very big fight, entirely caused by her husband's temper, in my opinion. Ooh. Which resulted in my sister staying in her old room / the office for a couple of nights. After she returned to their house, I noticed a jar of my medication was missing. The jar was not labeled, but was next to my labeled medication boxes, and obviously contains the exact same pill.
Why does she just have a jar of pills?
Pills on demand.
Okay.
Now, since I have plenty of it, I wasn't that worried. I did suspect that maybe my sister took it, but I decided I didn't care. Edit, and I also have no proof she took it in the first place. Okay, fair enough. Yesterday, my sister and her husband were at our family home for the day, and I was taking my medication. Her husband was abnormally interested in my pills and saw what they looked like. He looked visibly upset for a while. After, until ultimately he pulled me away from the crowd and accused me of giving my sister my medication and how wrong it was of me. I didn't really react at the time. They went home shortly after, and I imagine they had a big fight about it afterwards. Should I have confronted my sister about it? Or not have stored it within reach? I don't know. Am I the asshole?
I have something to say, Scotty, if that's okay.
You have something to say.
I have something to say. Okay, one, why does she have multiple jars of pills? As someone who has to get this medication often, they would never give you the amount of pills Everyone should have a pill jar. I don't know. They would never give you an amount that you would be able to just like store in multiple bottles. Okay, if you're actively taking it every day, and not taking tolerance breaks, then you would not have. She says she has 15 pills in that other jar, and then
So here's an edit.
yeah, this is actually
I'm going
important.
to clarify a few things. The jar, in quotations,
So is it not a jar?
she took had roughly 15 pills in it, which is why I could easily miss them.
You could easily miss 15
Also,
fucking Adderall pills.
I
Bullshit.
had no
This is a
proof at
work.
all.
This is a fucking work. No fucking
How
way,
dare
dude.
you? How dare you? Also, I had no proof at all that she took them. Honestly, I misplaced things all the time. And while I did think it could have been her, I had no way of knowing. And our house was in total chaos when she briefly moved in. Someone also said, she could be undiagnosed, and you're absolutely right. There's a good chance she is. ADHD is highly hereditary.
That doesn't give her a right to fucking take your medication. I'm sorry, dude. No way, dude.
Well,
my prescription.
See, this is dumb. See, this edit makes no sense. I don't have any proof. Why did her husband confront you then? Because here's what happened. Your sister threw you under the bus. You got fucking thrown all the way under the fucking bus by your sister who said, well, she gave me the medicine. Because her husband's like, what are these pills? ADHD medicine. Where'd you get them? Look, don't be mad. My sister gave them and said I really need to take them. You got thrown under the bus. And then the husband, what do you think he confronted you? He's like, why the fuck are you giving her pills and shit? Because he's being lied to by her. And they're fighting all the time. They're probably fucking bad news. They're probably not going to work out. And the smartest thing for you to do is lock up your fucking shit. Because if your sister's going to take your medicine, if your sister is going to take your shit.
Well, she doesn't live at the house. She was just there for a couple days.
Well, she has access to the house.
Yeah.
Hide your shit. If people take your shit, you got to hide your shit. There's people like that in the world. They fucking see a bottle of pills like TJ. They're like, look, this is Mad Max. It's a free for all. You should have guarded your pills better.
She said, I wasn't worried. I did suspect that my sister took it, but I decided I didn't care. You decided you didn't care that 15 of your pills went missing. Again, as someone who has to get these, you would notice that those were gone because you can only get a certain amount, and it's pretty difficult to actually get the medication without them like raising some big red flags if you're doing that kind of shit.
I mean, we have
also update. My sister returned the jar filled with roughly the same amount of pills that had before, but then she says no idea how many were in there exactly, but she said 15 pills. Well, it says roughly.
Oh, then this is a chicken shit thing. And apologize via note. I mean, no, that's something you give back to somebody. You don't just like, here's your bottle of pills I stole.
I have another question too. So she says her sister and her husband were at their family home for the day, and she was taking her medication. So she's taking her medication, which she cares so little about that she just leaves it randomly places. She's taking it visibly in front of everyone to the point that the husband notices the pills and can see what they look like. Who is this person? Like, wouldn't you just take it in the morning when you wake up? Why would you be doing it openly in front of everyone at the family home?
Every home should have a big jar of random pills that any guest can help themselves to. Obviously not bad pills, but psilocybin, Adderall, Xannies. It should be a common courtesy.
Right.
All right, TJ, next time I come to your house, I'm going to start asking you for all these pills. I'm like, where's your pill jar, TJ?
I have so many questions with this person. Like a 90-day period, my prescription can be easily renewed as long as a 90-day period passed. Since I don't take medication every day, this is never an issue. Then why do you have these? You're supposed to take them every day. And even if you don't,
I keep a jug of lean in the fridge for hose. I mean, there you go. That's John. You should.
Oh, get up here. This one. Reichenbach says it can help you get things done. Sure. Right. Exactly. Taylor's point, I think, was that it doesn't actually change anything with your brain. It just boosts your focus if you struggle, as long as it's in effect. And then they say, correct me if I interpreted it wrong.
What?
Yes, it boosts your focus, but
I cannot focus. I can focus on nothing. What am I doing?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. It's not going to boost your creativity any more than a placebo would. Now, you might think that it does, but it's just because you're focusing more on what you're doing. It doesn't produce creativity.
Dude, I can't wait to go to TJ's house next time I'm down there, which probably be pretty soon. I'm gonna walk up right up to TJ and be like, "Where the fuck's the pill bucket, dude? Where's the pill jar? Where's the pill cup?" So I like if TJ is gonna demand that level of courtesy when he comes to visit me, I demand that level of courtesy when I come visit him. All right, let's move on from this one. Fuck this ADHD bullshit.
Billie Jean says, "What pills would you take from the pill jar, Scotty?" No, not the pill jar, the pill bucket.
The pill bucket, okay.
What pills would you take?
There's gonna be LSD, psilocybin for sure. ADHD shit. I guess I might take some of that. Let's see what else would be there. Xannies. No, I'm not too big on that. Maybe some Ativan if I was feeling a little like, oh man, I feel stressed. Pop this. That's what I would take.
Adderall gives you a plus
What's
20
this
IQ
Fallout,
buff
TJ?
and a plus 10 creativity buff for 12 hours. Have you not taken Adderall because you're doing pretty bad at spelling, dear bud?
All right, next one, Taylor. Next one. Next story.
Moving on.
Taylor, what is this?
Am I the asshole for punishing my son by taking away his phone after he deleted my daughter's Minecraft world? Nope.
Oh shit,
He's
dude.
an asshole.
What the fuck, dude?
All right, so I, 41 female, I'm married to my husband, 42 male, and we have 2 kids. Our son, 11, who we will call Zach, and daughter, 9, who we will call Lizzie. Not the real names. Why does it matter? No one cares.
Is someone gonna know
No one's gonna know your kid's name.
Someone's gonna know your kid's first name on
Just
a
make
fucking,
an anonymous account. Your
on a site
kids'
that
names
gets
are not that unique.
billions of hits every month, or how I don't know how it gets fucked by hundreds of millions at least.
Right now, there are 54,000 people and 4.5 million subscribers. So, whatever. Lizzie loves the video game Minecraft and has played it nearly every day since we bought it for her on her Xbox for her 8th birthday. She is a super artsy kid and loves to create extravagant buildings and structures in Minecraft. And she has shown me her amazing creations many times.
So this kid's like autistic for Minecraft.
Oh.
So that, yeah, it'd be one thing if like, see, to me, it was like a casual thing. Like, I built a hut and the kid destroyed it. It's like, oh, okay, you shouldn't have done that. But if someone that's like literally investing like a lot of their time, like I'm going to build the Taj Mahal or the Roman Colosseum in Minecraft, and it's like, oh shit, you destroyed that. Now that's fucked up. Even in Minecraft, you shouldn't do things like that in Minecraft.
2 days ago, she was playing downstairs and Zach asked if he could play with her. Lizzie didn't let him play, even though we have 2 Xbox controllers, and Zach was very angry for not letting him play. I don't know why Lizzie didn't let him play. I was in the kitchen upstairs. Yesterday, when
shit, dude. Okay, so number one, as a parent, you made a huge mistake.
Error.
You made a huge error, like because Zach was not allowed to play and she was allowed to play. You created some unequal shit, which in kid language is like, I am better loved than you. You matter not.
So they only have 1 Xbox?
And they're so cheap, they didn't have another controller. That's fucked up.
No, they have 2 Xbox controllers, but you only have 1 Xbox, and you've let your daughter play the Xbox
and then
from what you have said
wait a minute,
for every day for a whole year.
I don't know why Lizzie didn't let him play. Wait a minute, you're the parent, so
and it's y'all's shared Xbox.
Yeah, so what you should do is you say, look, you want to play in Minecraft, that's fine, but you also have to play with your brother. Super rational, logical approach to that.
No, they need to have different times. This is bullshit. Is this Lizzie's Xbox or is it the family Xbox? That needs to be established. Okay.
Well, we don't know.
Okay. So yesterday when my husband and I were still sleeping, Lizzie started screaming and crying downstairs. She always wakes up early to play. Her world with all of her creations is gone. And she told us between sobs that she can't get it back. And she thinks that Zach deleted it last night.
Oh shit, dude.
He totally did.
Dude, Zach strikes back, man. He waited for Lizzie. All right, Lizzie, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Lizzie, go to sleep. Oh, look at these wonderful...
Mommy holds me in higher regard than you, brother.
This wonderful world. Look at these beautiful structures. Let's go see what we can delete in a world of pure imagination. Watch it die. It's gone.
So when Zach woke up, I asked him if he deleted Lizzie's world, and he started laughing and said that she should have let him play with her.
Oh, dude. Deny.
Yeah,
no.
Don't fucking say that. I have no idea.
When Zach should have been like, what? Mom, I don't even like Minecraft. I don't even know how to play it. Minecraft's lame. You should have pulled that shit. Like, oh, Zach doesn't even like Minecraft, sweetie. He said it's lame.
I was livid. Lizzie loves that game so much, and her creations were beautiful, and now they're gone. Okay, so this mom definitely likes Lizzie more than Zach.
Yeah, Lizzie,
her work her work was beautiful.
Zach, I hate your name and I hate your face. But mother, you gave me my name and my face. Exactly. I despise myself, and now I will do it through you. Mother, please, don't you love me?
Lizzie loves that game so much, and her creations were beautiful, and now they're gone forever.
It's some shit in Minecraft.
Not to mention that she is devastated that the world she has spent over a year on is gone forever.
I mean, that's pretty fucked up.
I took my son's brand new phone away. We had just bought it for him this month for his birthday. I'm surprised you let him have a phone, asshole. My son is acting like this is the end of the world. He says he needs his phone because everyone else at school has one. He's too young to have a phone, but whatever. And he needs to fit in. He's starting middle school this week and claims he doesn't want to become a social outcast. He won't because he doesn't have a phone. It's stupid. I told him he can have his phone back in a month and not having a phone won't make him an outcast, but he refuses and wants it now. My husband thinks that taking away his phone is going too far and that Lizzie's game being gone isn't that big of a deal. And by that logic, isn't Zach's phone being gone not that big of a deal?
Ooh.
I don't know what to do. It's been over 24 hours and Zach won't talk to me and Lizzie is still moody. So Reddit, can I get some advice? Am I the asshole?
All right.
Yeah, you're perfect. The asshole. Yeah. You are. Absolutely. Now Zach is too, but he's 11. Okay. So 11-year-olds do shit like this. You have made it a point to rub it in Zach's face that Lizzie is allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants because she has beautiful creations on Minecraft and you just like her better. It's obvious.
Well, look here.
And then you did something draconian like taking away his phone for a month.
Look how, so this is how Lizzie is described. Lizzie loves the video game Minecraft and has played nearly every day since we bought it for her on her Xbox, for her on Xbox. So it doesn't really seem like it's her Xbox for her 8th birthday. She's a super artsy kid and loves to create extravagant buildings and structures in Minecraft and has shown me her amazing creations many times.
Yeah, so she is described as artsy, amazing, extravagant. She uses those words.
And then
she talks about Zach.
Then like, oh, and Zach. Zach asked if he could play with her. Lizzie didn't let him play, even though we have 2 Xbox controllers. So you essentially have ceded parental authority to Lizzie,
right,
about who plays the game.
And the words you use to describe Zach are angry.
Zach was very angry for not letting her play. Okay, well, because you're showing clear favoritism and you're clearly biased and letting Lizzie make parental decisions. So, of course, what you've done is create a power vacuum. So Zach knows, hey, if I openly am defiant and I openly destroy the game, I will be punished, or like that won't be allowed. But if after everyone goes to bed, I go and say, fuck Lizzie because I'm jealous that Lizzie gets to do whatever the fuck she wants, I'm going to get attention.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
This is basically typical, I want attention because Lizzie gets all the attention. Lizzie gets the Xbox. Lizzie gets everything.
Because she has more talent when it comes to this.
Yeah.
So there's I guess the mom finds admirable that she
the mom, so basically, yes, so shockingly not the asshole. You are the asshole.
No, you are the asshole.
So
now, him having a phone at 11 is sus to me, but whatever.
If you said, look, you're losing your phone for like a week or something, or a couple days, I'd probably agree with that. A month, 1 fucking month. Now you don't need a phone to live, of course. I'm not saying that, but like a month is, I think, a bit extreme. The husband, of course, he also is the asshole in this, even though he's barely a part of it. Because number one, you barely have heard his name, but he's just like, oh, it's going too far. So translation is, I don't want to deal with this problem anymore. Just give the kid back his phone. Because Zach, as much as the mom is being ignored by Zach, the dad is hearing everything. Mom did this, and mom did it. Dad's like, yeah, so the solution is like, just give him his phone back already. Like, he knows like it was bad. You know what the way to solve this problem is? Fuck that. Make Zach's ass go back and fucking create the world again. Zach has to go with his sister and be her bitch in the game for like a month.
Zach, your punishment is you have to play Minecraft.
You have to play Minecraft. No, as his sister's bitch. Everything.
That's fair.
Everything that she wants done, Zach has to like any like basically boring, tedious tasks. Yeah.
Zach wanted to play, so he gets to play.
So you make them cooperate, but she's basically running the show. Okay, Zach, any boring task that's repetitive, like 10,000 rows of like this, That's what Zach has to do.
No, wait a minute though. We're missing a someone is being missed out of this argument, right? Someone is not being talked about that is a part of this, which is Lizzie. So when the mom and
Lizzie
dad
is
were
just-
sleeping, she starts screaming and crying downstairs. Okay. She always wakes up early to play. So, I mean, Lizzie is a part of this, is she not? It's not just about Zach and the mom and the husband.
Yeah, but Lizzie's like is a small child, so of course she's gonna manipulate her parents, even if
How old is she?
9.
She's 9, screaming and crying about a video game, dude. So she's got an unhealthy obsession with Minecraft that needs to be dealt with, really. And for Zach to be punished by making him build his little sister's world all over again is just reiterating that her obsession with a video game is okay. You know, I'm not saying it's right what he did, but I think it's time for her to take a break from Minecraft.
Did she get too emotional? Yeah, but I mean, I think most people would agree that in the mind of a child, that's pretty normal to be very attached to those things. And I don't think you would, I really have a hard time believing you would honestly take that philosophy anywhere else. I don't think that you would look at it that way because that's super important to them. Is it maybe to invest in a video game? Sure, but
it's every day. She said every day for an entire year she's been playing it.
I mean, if it brings her joy, what's the big deal? As long as it doesn't interfere with other areas of her life. And I mean, look.
But Lizzie is also so obsessed to the point that she won't even let her brother play on an Xbox that isn't hers.
Dude, look this. Here's the fucking Could this be a Machiavellian scheme? Lizzie,
oh, shit.
Lizzie deleted the world to hurt her brother. That could have happened too, dude.
But she screamed and cried when they weren't even up. So I don't know.
But how better to wake them up and set the scene?
Oh my God.
Parents
Lizzie.
enter stage left. Look what Zach has done.
You know what? I don't know.
At the very least, Lizzie set that like Lizzie probably went to log in to play her game, saw what Zach had done, and probably behind the scenes, Zach probably was like, I'll do it, you know, because there's a subtext going on between these kids that the parents are totally unaware of. But this is basically the parents failing.
Yep. She's the asshole.
The kids kind of suck, but they're kids, so it's like whatever. They're little retards, anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But the parents both fucking suck. The parents are both the asshole. Reddit is totally wrong. I want to see the rationale. I want to see the rationale for these people on fucking Reddit, dude, because they're totally got this one totally wrong.
Not the asshole and hold your ground. I'm a parent who's skeptical of video games, but Minecraft is different.
Oh, what a fucking
off,
some
bro.
pearls.
What your son did is the equivalent of destroying a carefully created painting.
No, it's
not.
I'm sorry, it's not.
And he laughs about it. Horrible.
It's like your daughter built the Sistine Chapel and your son took a torch to it.
Or if she had a carefully crafted Lego world downstairs and came down to it smashed. It's not the same thing. Okay, deleting a save file is not the same as someone taking Legos, right? Like there's a Lego set that's the Colosseum, right? There's a big difference between Zach deleting a save file and but it's smashing the Colosseum that you worked on.
So these people are all wrong.
All wrong.
And look, I understand the in spirit why they're saying this. If she had a carefully crafted Lego world downstairs and came down to it smashed, not the asshole. I do think Zach needs a harder lesson here. But this is a parental failure. So
exactly
all you're showing is yet again the favoritism for Lizzie. So if you just come down super draconian on Zach, you're just reinforcing. And basically, you're just kicking the can down the road.
Listen, look at this one, though. As a person who has carefully crafted Lego World, I concur. He should honestly be lucky that a phone takeaway was it.
Dude,
what?
Marquis de Lafayette fucking wants blood, dude. Like, when there's Legos in the street, blood's gonna run, dude. That's what it is here. Like, he sees those Legos.
What else do you suggest they do to him?
You destroyed my Lego Coliseum!
Murder!
You're gonna hang by your toes! The flesh will be flayed from your bones, sir. You will suffer.
And just for a month, he's getting that phone back after a month. Do you know how long a month is in kid time?
It's like
you must
20
have forgot.
billion years.
Yeah, that's Jesus Christ. I told him he can have his phone back in a month, and not having a phone won't make him an outcast.
Cunt 2000. What a brilliant name.
Poor Lizzie's creations are gone forever, but Zach's phone will be returned in a month. I mean, for fudge's sake. Even my 4-year-old nephew has figured out how to game time out, act like a brat, sit in a corner for 15 minutes, come back and act up again because consequences are a temporary inconvenience. No, punishments. Saying consequences are a temporary inconvenience is a logical fallacy. You learned this.
It is.
Dude,
Reddit, of course, Sniveling
dude.
retards that know nothing. Terrible
basically,
advice. Look, believe me, I
All
know advice. Terrible advice.
right, let's go to the chat and see what they have to say.
Like, they're gonna agree.
Jimmy says, I got my first phone at 13. What about you?
Like 16, 17.
Let's see. Yeah, I was about 16 or no, about 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll make him an outcast. Does she not remember what being a kid was like? Well, I didn't have a phone, so I don't know. I don't know.
It's different now, though.
Maybe I was an outcast. I just don't know. This woman sounds pretty bad from her own perspective. Can you imagine how she actually is? God.
A terrible mother, for sure.
I bet Sack is a step kid and Lizzie is her bio daughter. I don't think so. Not from this. It says they have 2 kids. So the way she's saying
that would usually be mentioned. By the way,
if she didn't like him, she would mention as a step kid.
Yeah, like my stepson Zach, little fucking piece of shit that he is.
We're not gonna take it. Justice for Zach.
Dude, yes, seriously, justice for Zach, man. Poor Zach.
Scotty is Sigma's stepdad.
So true.
What is Sigma?
The ultimate.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The ultimate specimen.
Do these people really only have one console in the house? Like not even a PC or anything?
I don't know.
Do they have one TV too? I don't know. Probably though.
They probably don't. It's just showing just rank favoritism and wondering why that's going to backfire.
Kids have phones super young these days. Yeah, they do.
Look, can the kid even spell? Nah, give him a phone.
Every kid should start with a flip phone.
That'd be funny.
Screaming and crying at 9. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know though. That's still pretty young, so I'll give her a pass on that.
I mean, yeah, immaturity definitely. Still
Lizzie
exists.
sounds like a mini Karen. Let's not talk shit about a little kid. Down with Lizzie.
Kill Lizzie. Kill Lizzie.
Minecraft. Hard work, man. I would be upset too. I'm not saying I wouldn't be upset.
Oh yeah, she has a right to feel upset. But I'm saying like the parents set the conditions for this to happen. That's the issue. Is that when you set up these conditions, you're basically asking for this conflict to happen.
Exactly. Blaster Master says, why are the parents making their kids fight over getting time on one game system? Exactly. Lizzie's got to have it every single day for a year, but the parents are just like, I don't know, just free for all downstairs, make it into the Roman Colosseum. Like Lizzie and Zach have to fight for the Xbox by themselves. Combat.
No quarter given.
I mean, if she was painting every day for a year, would you feel the same way? She wasn't painting every day for a year. Zach didn't like do physical damage to a physical product.
Yeah, I mean,
he actually, it says he deleted it, so him deleting it is not the same. He's 11. He probably doesn't understand the ramifications of what he does.
I'd feel the same way, yes, because making it saying if it's a physical item, is it worse? Like, no, because the intention is still there. What I'm saying to you is that conflict with children is inevitable, with people, for that matter. And if you set the conditions where that's going to happen, and then say, "Oh, I'm going to blame this one child," it's like the parents need to take a look at themselves. And they need to say, like, "Are we really parenting in a way that's conducive to having a harmonious household?" And it doesn't seem like that's the case. So if anyone's going to be blamed, you shouldn't blame the child. The parent needs to take responsibility.
Exactly.
So that's ultimately why I feel the same way.
Blue says they could probably both use more time outside. Yeah,
probably so.
And an unrelated thing. Scotty, did you see House of the Dragon episode 1?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. But yet again, I mean, I had no doubts that the first episode, and probably the first season, would be entertaining. Whether it can maintain that and inevitably have the crash like Game of Thrones, I don't know. I suspect so, but I'm naturally kind of pessimistic. But I definitely enjoyed the first episode of the show.
Thomas says, been going through Grease Traps backwards, and I've got an episode of The Endless Suffering of Paul's Ego to pitch. Paul interns at a company that specializes in union busting.
Oh, God. I don't think Paul would ever agree that in a million years, but it would be funny.
It is the same. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, it's still time invested in something that was creative.
It was,
but I'm
not trying to say that it's
I don't think it's the same.
I'm not trying to marginalize it and say that it doesn't matter.
I think it matters.
I mean, Zach definitely did something wrong. There's no denying that. And I think there should be definitely a punishment given to Zach. I'm not saying like, oh, poor Zach.
Maybe I should add some context to this, okay? Or like elaborate on what I'm feeling. I'm not saying that the two are different in their artistic in artistic ways, because I think they're both valid. I mean, that would be like saying a painting that's done by hand with physical media is more creative and better than like a digital or graphic artist. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there's more intention, there's more ill intent towards destroying something that's physical, right? So Zach going and deleting a save file is one action, and it's him pressing a button once. If Lizzie had built, like I had mentioned before, like the Lego Coliseum,
Yeah,
which is
10,000.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
10,000
thousands and thousands of pieces.
And he
Okay.
smashes it.
That is not just one button click. That is him actively,
Well, it's also
in his anger, using, like, destroying a physical. There's more hatred, more anger, and that shows that he's got some actual psychological trauma to deal with. That there's something going on with him.
There's a disconnect too. Like when you push a button to do something,
It's not the same.
It's depersonalized. When you take someone's, like a physical item they built or created, there can definitely be some like I don't know.
Well, there's actually a study like that can kind of explain this.
But I would feel there's more physicality to that.
Right. There was an experiment done where these people that were involved in the experiment, they could, and I'm sure you guys have heard of it before, where they could
money.
Whoa.
Quiet. Here's some money, you guys. Also at my work. Oh, no.
Oh, it's out of Choco Taco.
My work is out of Choco Taco. I'm sorry.
Well, there was this experiment done where people could, if they pressed a button, it would shock.
Blasphemy. It
would shock the person, like electrically shock the person on the other side. And because it was just a button press, and because they didn't have to face that person, they weren't in front of them, they didn't feel really like they were actually doing it, but they were.
Right.
And so Zach, in a way, like, yeah, maybe he laughed. He's 11. So
yeah, there's a level of immaturity there.
Right. But him pressing a button, I don't know how you could argue that pressing a button is the same as physically destroying, like taking a hammer to a Lego build that took a year to do. It's not the same.
Well, obviously, we recognize that there is a difference.
Not the artisticness, but
yeah, it's not saying that they're both not artistic works in their own right. It's just saying that the intentionality of doing something physically destroying something versus pushing a button and saying, well, I deleted it. All right, well, let's move on from this one. Kind of interesting. A lot of interesting points brought up. Some ones that I honestly have not even fully considered, which is digital works versus actual physical ones. And if you destroy them, you're still destroying something.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Damien says, oh, my comment was taken out of context. Taylor disapproved of Lizzie playing the game every day. I asked if she had been painting every day, would you have disapproved?
Probably not.
I gotta be honest. Yeah, maybe it's just a bias.
If it's detrimental to the person's life, I would
like
say.
if they were, for example, the actor Russell Brand has talked about how he did yoga every day for, what was it, like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
And that even though doing yoga is good, he would do it for 8 to 12 hours a day, and that's not good for anyone. So how long is Lizzie playing this game? If Lizzie is playing it for like an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, I don't have a problem with that. Is Lizzie playing it for 8 hours a day?
Yeah, that's too much.
That's too much. So there's got to be context to it. I got to know more about it. So yeah, if she's painting every day, is she painting for hours and hours and hours and will not stop? Then yeah, that's a problem, and I disapprove.
Okay.
So
I personally think you're on drugs.
Why did you do that, Scotty?
I didn't do anything. Everything I do is always correct. Remember that.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Okay, Dragon in the West. Let's see what you'd say.
They can always do file recovery on the Xbox, but seriously, the mom needs to step back his punishment. 2 days max. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if the phone is even a good punishment for that, though.
I'm glad you have no context at making dozens of assumptions.
What?
Well, we have to extrapolate based on what we know. I mean, so yeah, I mean, that's a fair enough point.
Right.
I mean, we're always going to make assumptions, but like I said, we do this for entertainment value more than anything else. So, I mean, if we're looking for the truth, this isn't a search for truth. This is a search for entertainment. So that's the auspices in which we tackle these things. But I mean, I can't deny that that's a fair thing to say about our assumptions. Let's just take an axe and give her brother 41. Oh, fuck, dude.
Have a Great Day is out for blood, too.
It's about Lizzie Borden.
Can Zach play another profile or play other games?
You could, but we're moving on. We're moving
on.
How about this one, Taylor? You want to read this one?
Sure. Am I the asshole for yelling at my wife for drinking? Okay. So Reddit has deemed him the asshole, but we'll be the judge of that. So,
of course.
I, 28 male, am a recovering alcoholic. My father was an alcoholic when I was a child, and I guess I caught it from him. No, you have whatever. You have choices. Okay, you can make your own choices.
All right. But let's say that the people that do have these conditions, it does tend to be hereditary, or there also can be learned behaviors of seeing someone do this, an authority figure in your life.
Right. Like in my family, addiction to gambling is fairly common.
Yeah, monkey see, monkey do.
But you can make a choice and say I'm not going to gamble. So
right, but there's obviously can be more of a pull for some people.
Right. I'm not as much. Like I'm not a stickler on this. I was just saying you have a choice.
Right, you're a jerk.
I've been sober for about a year now. That's good. And I attend this recovery group once a week that is held by the Mormon Church. You're an asshole, so I can see it already. I've been gaining an interest in their beliefs. Oh, fuck me. And have been considering conversion.
Don't.
But that's another conversation.
Please don't. Yeah, it's another conversation, but just do yourself a favor and don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's all a lie. Thank you. Sorry, go on.
My wife, 26, went out with her friends this weekend, and I found out from her friend's Instagram post that she had been drinking. So she held she held a glass of wine in the photo, but she didn't appear drunk when she got home. I saw the post, so she wasn't.
Yeah. And by the way, also did it when you weren't around.
Yeah, so it's not like she's at the house like, oh, you're recovering.
Yeah.
She has been so helpful. Oh, let's see. Okay, sorry. I saw the post today. I'm going to be honest. I freaked out. She's been so helpful and supportive during my recovery, and I can't believe she would do this to me.
Stop.
She didn't do it to you.
She didn't do anything to you. She went out with other people and had fun with her friends over the weekend and had a glass of wine. And by your own admission, not even drunk. So literally was totally responsible, had a drink, had fun, and that was it. So this wasn't done to you. This was someone celebrating and enjoying their life. Because she doesn't have an alcohol problem. So it's totally fine for someone who doesn't have a problem with the substance to use it recreationally.
Let's see. I confronted her as soon as I saw it, and she told me that because she wasn't drinking around me, it wasn't an issue. Right.
Right.
I told her that when we got married, we promised to support each other through everything, and this wasn't being supportive and a direct violation of our vows. Oh my God,
what an asshole, dude. Yeah. It right now is looking very strongly that Reddit has deemed you and pegged you right. I mean, can you imagine going to somebody? I think me going to you and saying because you did something I don't like that I'm not being you're not being supportive. I'm not being supportive in a direct violation of the vows the sacred vows we made. Have you considered our vows? I mean, like here, let me give you a perfect example. I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Taylor does not smoke weed.
Taylor does not. I can't.
Yeah, Taylor does not want to smoke. Well, you could. It's not beneficial to you.
Right. I get very paranoid. And
so I'd be like you coming to me because I smoke weed, sometimes around you, but usually not. And you coming to me and saying this, that I'm not being supportive and I'm in direct violation of our vows because I'm doing something that doesn't involve you. Like if I choose to do it, that's fine. And if she chooses to do it, it's fine. It's as long as it's not like being thrown in your face constantly, like or offered you, like, come on.
I don't care if it's thrown in my face. And if somebody offers, I always just say the same thing.
Used to be addicted to weed. And that was like me doing this. Oh, yeah. But I mean, like going off where it's like, okay, I'm going to go off and do this and it doesn't involve you. That doesn't really seem like there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's see. Let's finish up.
So she told me to get over myself, as you should, and I lost it and told her that she was a bad wife. You're a bad wife.
You're a bad wife.
You're a bad wife.
I'm going to wish you to the field.
And that she wasn't committed to us in our relationship.
Wow. So let me try to control your behavior.
We've been together for 4 years, married for 1. Okay. I hate that Reddit does this where they were like, oh, divorce him, please. I told her that if she was pregnant, I wouldn't eat all the food she couldn't eat to be supportive. Whatever. No one cares. Eat the food you want. And she told me that she wouldn't expect that from me. Right. Exactly. So I can't expect her to be sober and that I was being an asshole. After that, I just left and contacted the group leader from my recovery group, and he let me chill at his house while I cooled down. Am I the asshole? Yep.
Dude, you're not even like a hard case to diagnose. Like you're a complete asshole. Someone wouldn't have had a fucking drink at a gathering.
Complete narcissist.
Yeah,
100%.
and then you turned it everything into about you because you can't drink. So really, what this is resentment. This is resentment that this person can manage their affairs and manage their alcohol usage, and you can't. And you were so angry that you demand everyone that hangs around you never imbibe, never drink because you have an issue. That is the fucking definition of just naked narcissism, making it all about you, making her make an enjoyable evening. Oh, it's you went out and had fun and drank, though I can't do it. Fuck you. You're violating our wedding vows. You don't care about me. You want me to fail. What a piece of shit. And here's a great comment. You went to a birthday party and ate cake when you knew I was losing weight.
Yeah, thank you, Smith Black, for the $5.
Perfect
Perfect
comment.
Absolutely, dude.
This one's so clear cut. We got some other stuff, so let's move on.
Yeah,
this. I don't think there's not even a debate about this one. I mean,
fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole.
Am I the asshole for calling out my adoptive parents for not helping me with college tuition when they did help their biological children?
Oh shit.
Oh, I want to say no.
This is a juicy one.
Yeah. I'm 17 and the youngest in the family. I was adopted at the age of 4. My biological mom was best friends with my adoptive mom, and she adopted me after my biological mom passed away.
Aww.
Aww. Any reference to parents below refers to my adoptive parents. I mean, you were adopted at 4, so they're your parents, you know. I have 3 older siblings. My parents cover their koala.
My parents cover their
koala tuition. They get tons of koalas.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. I want koala tuition. My parents
cover in full too.
Yes, I would like 10,000 koalas, please.
Absolutely.
Yes,
it's covered in full.
We love you, sweetikins. Oh, we love you. Oh, yes. You love my little scamp.
My parents covered their college tuition in full, and then covered law and medical school for 2 of them as well. Did they not get any kind of scholarships or something?
I guess. Well, it sounds like they're, at least fairly well off. I mean, come on, they covered college tuition in full.
The other sibling didn't go to grad school.
And medical school, that's super expensive.
They also gave them a stipend to cover living. What the fuck? They giving them extras too? Shoot.
Yeah, they're
getting koalas and college and medical school.
So, I mean, already it's like really setting their kids up for fucking success.
Yeah, somebody said what happened to the biological father. Good question. But it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm guessing if he's not mentioned here, that wasn't in the picture.
Right. So I talked to my parents about college and what help I can expect, and surprisingly, they told me that there won't be any help because they don't have any money left after they've paid for my siblings.
That seems like bullshit.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting a similar level of support. Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, why not? You don't have any other family besides them, so... But I was expecting some kind of help. My mom told me that my bio mom didn't leave money for college, so I'll be on my own.
Your mom died when you were like 4.
Yeah, and they adopted you, and that means that they are saying, I am your parents now. I will treat you like as if you were my own. That's what adoption is.
But then when you bring up this issue, it's like, oh no, like, what are you even asking us for? Like, that's weird. You would even ask. Like,
yeah, your bio mom didn't leave you nothing. Fuck her. She died and stuff, so that's your problem.
I mean, it's really nice for what they did raising her, but like that is.
Oh, it's a he.
Oh, he. Okay.
Yep, I thought it was a girl. So I asked if this is really about money or if this is about me being adopted and not the real son. They were offended, but reassured me that they genuinely can't afford it after they purchased a condo for my sister earlier this year. So they didn't even care to think about if you're going to go to college.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she needs a condo. I mean, this is this is being totally biased. And I mean, it'd be one thing if it was just admitted that that's what it was, but it's like, you're literally paying for medical school. You're paying for grad school for 2 of these kids, which I mean, by all measures, of course, I mean, they're your children. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. But then you have an adopted child and it's like, oh, so what help am I going to get? What? What? Huh? Oh, we just bought her a condo and stuff, but I mean, we really just can't help. It's like, if you have the money to buy someone a condo and you say you can't help, but let's just be honest, like, that's just bullshit. You just don't want to do it. Like, you just don't fucking feel the same way about this child. So you've decided you're not going to do it.
All right. So they say, buying the condo, and it takes a few years for their finances to recover. So it's just my bad luck that this has coincided with me going to college and there's nothing they can do now.
No, this was the convenient scapegoat for why they weren't going to help you.
I called them out and told them I'm not buying this explanation at all, and they wouldn't be doing this to me if I were their biological child.
No shit.
My dad reminded me that I'm acting in an entitled way and should instead learn that we don't always get what we want.
Well, what did you teach the lesson to your other children? So the children that are yours, that was never an issue. That was never even thought of. It was never any other planning was ever done besides that. And then you're blaming someone who lost their parent, obviously didn't have another parent in their life for most of their life, and saying, well, your mom didn't provide for you, so what do you want us to do? It's like, well, why'd you adopt them then? And then when it came time to go to college, have no support for them, no help for them, and then say they're entitled. Oh, we don't always get what we want. Oh, but by the way, I'm gonna buy my other kid a condo, but I'm not biased at all. It's like you're 100% biased. 100%. That doesn't mean at the end of the day that they have to help you. They don't. They don't have to help you. But at the same time, when you helped all the other children that are yours, and then when it comes to this child, you're just like, take a fucking hike. How else would you think they're going to interpret that?
I called them out and told them I'm not buying this explanation. Let's see. Okay, he told me that most parents can't fund their children's college tuition. I'm acting like I'm entitled to a tuition-free college when I'm not. But my point has been about being treated unfairly compared to my siblings.
Yeah, so the parents trying to make it about that because they know they really have no leg to stand on, and they know they can't really argue. It is unfair. Well, life's not fair, kind of thing. It's like, well, you didn't feel that way about anything else than any of your other kids have wanted. It's just when it comes to me, suddenly, So really, what it feels like to me is this: adopting and having them in their home was not a big deal to them. They probably just were well enough off. It's not that big of an expense. We already have 3 other kids anyways. But when it came to anything else, it was like, no, we can't do that. We're not going to do that. I'm sorry.
In the end, they told me they don't really need my permission or approval to support any of their kids, and I just need to accept that this is their decision.
Yep.
I said in that case, they also need to accept that I believe I'm being treated differently because I'm adopted, and their answers have not been convincing. They told me I'm being an entitled brat.
Yeah.
Now I fear I have overstepped, and indeed, maybe I'm being an asshole.
No. So, in the end, and this sums it all up, they told me that they really don't need my permission or approval to support any of their kids. And I just need to accept,
kids.
and I just need to accept that this is their decision.
Yeah, their kids.
So you're 100% correct. You're not the asshole. I mean, yeah. Do you want this? Of course, no one wants to pay college tuition. No one wants to be left in that boat, and you probably shouldn't even have to. It should just be free to go as long as you meet basic criteria. What they're telling you here is this. This is basically they're fuck off. You're not getting it, and we don't need your permission or approval. That's their way of saying, yeah, you're right, but we're not going to admit it because that makes us look bad. And then they try to turn around on you and like, well, you're entitled because we never said we were going to do this. You're an entitled little fucking brat. I'd say anything here that's I agree with. Not the asshole. If they were helping with college house for other kids, they should have budgeted in a way that left that there would be some left for you. I don't think you're entitled for assuming that you would get the same treatment as your siblings. Have they showed favoritism like that in any other areas of your life growing up? Yeah, man. My siblings are always the favorite, but I don't usually make a big fuss about it. So that's basically so yeah. This has been a constant pattern.
Pretty clear cut, I think.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the sad thing is once you become an adult, it's probably means going your separate ways. Even though obviously you can be grateful to them for the help they gave you because they didn't have to help you. This one I figured Taylor was really gonna like.
Help! My mom says my pajamas are too indecent to wear around my nephew.
Scandalous.
Oh, horror! Think of the children.
Think of her nephew. He doesn't need to see that.
Just want to be comfortable. I'm on vacation with my mom. My 15-year-old stepnephew will be joining us along with the rest of his family. My mom and my stepdad have been together well over 20 years, so my nephew has only known me as an aunt. I typically wear PJs and loungewear around the house, sans bra. I'm 40, and I just want to be comfortable. Oh, without a bra. Now that is indecent. I have for years. My mom has now said it's not appropriate to wear around a teenage boy. For what it's worth, I also have a teenage boy who is more than used to me in PJs, but I also know that's different. No, it's not. They're nipples, okay? Your nephew can get over it. Even the skimpiest pajamas...
The nephew's not the issue. This is basically
I'm just saying, like, to
mom.
say to the mom, get over it. Is he going to be attracted to his aunt? That's fucking weird. Even the skimpiest pajamas I have cover more than most bathing suits. I've dug my heels in and said that I should be able to wear what I want. You're 40 fucking years old. Are you kidding me? Yes. Am I completely out of line? Is it inappropriate to wear pajamas? The ones in question are a tank top and shorts around teenage boys. Even ones related to you? No, it's not inappropriate.
Yeah, like what? Like, how's it even a question? Like,
He has nipples also. Just because you have larger breasts with nipples, it doesn't make it any different. So,
oh, but Taylor, you're not gonna like the answer. That's why I pulled this one.
let me see.
You're totally fine in your tank top and shorts. I can almost guarantee your stepnephew is going to pay very little attention to your attire, and if he does, he's not going to be scandalized by seeing parts of the same body he just saw at the beach all day long. But I think it's reasonable to throw a bra on.
Fuck you. I'm burning my bra now.
Oh shit, dude.
Are you fucking kidding me? So the aunt now, to make not the nephew, because the nephew has said nothing, to make the mom, and this is always the problem when it comes to bras. I'm a person that doesn't like to wear a bra. Okay, I frequently go out in public without one on. Okay,
Ew.
and you know the only time I've ever had, now no one's, I've actually never really had anybody
put a bra on.
I've never had anyone say anything to me.
I'm saying it right now.
But the only people that have like made looks are older women every time.
Scandalous.
Now, generally, you can't even see it because I typically wear a button-up
but tailored
shirt.
It doesn't have to be something horribly uncomfortable. Contraption with an underwire. They make extremely stretchy and comfortable these days.
No,
we're just aiming for nipple coverage here.
Right. Her nipples are so special. She's got the magic nipples. I don't understand this at all. So men don't have to cover up their nipples, but I do. Why? And who said?
My thinking is that you normally wear a bra when you are around people who are not part of your household.
No.
And your nephew falls into that category.
Fucking no. Are you kidding me?
He's related to you, but you don't have a day-to-day intimacy with him.
He's my nephew. Don't be fucking gross and say intimacy and nephew in the same sentence.
If a neighbor or handyman popped by,
I'd wear not a bra at all because I don't care.
Oh, there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of about your body.
No, there apparently is to you.
He has grown up in a world where breasts are sexualized and made to seem scandalous.
Fuck you, who cares?
You can't undo that all in one visit.
Sure you can.
And to attempt to do so as someone who's not his parent would be overstepping. So I just err on the side of not making a kid feel awkward.
Wait, why does a parent get to tell me what I do or do not wear?
Because nipples.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not body shaming you, but I'm body shaming you.
Yeah, why would...
Nipples are not sexual, except they are.
Why does someone have to wear anything they don't want to wear?
Oh, and then the other part.
What?
Oh, you would not wear a bra around not a family member, except your nephew, who we're going to say like intimacy and nephew in the same fucking sentence.
You need to wear a full bodysuit with cover your hair, cover your face, cover any part of your body because it can be sexualized. Look, if it's your house... Oh, it says, well, I'm on vacation. Okay, well, so it's a shared space. Look, you're not coming out naked. You're not whipping your fucking titties out and going woo woo woo.
I get it. If like
you're wearing a tank top.
Everyone has had like a family member or they've been around a woman that maybe you don't want to see the outlines of their breasts, right? But there are like dudes that I just don't.
Super hoe.
There are people that I just don't even want to see their face. You know what I mean? Like they're really ugly. I don't want to see your face, right? It's kind of the same thing with. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm kind of pissed. Because this is something that is only put on with women. You know, like there aren't going to be, maybe there is, I don't know, but it just seems like.
What if she said this? Her nephew was walking around without a shirt on. Like, you really need to put a shirt on and be dressed around me. You shouldn't.
There are some people that feel that way.
You
but
shouldn't be
very,
undressed around me.
Very few. Dragon in the West gave us $2 and said, "Let them boobies fly, all them."
Dude, just get over it.
# free the nip. Exactly. There was a story a couple of years ago where burning bras started to get popular again because a teenage girl was sexualized because she didn't wear a bra to school, and so the entirety of the class, the grade, all the girls decided not to wear bras. And I think it just kind of speaks to how we don't have equality like we sometimes think we do. And I know like everybody in this chat is progressive, like we know that that's not true. But the stigma around women's bodies just needs to fucking stop. And it seems if it's Dear Prudence, then it's probably a woman.
It is.
It is? Okay. Yeah, and that's exactly who it comes from. This doesn't usually come from men. Now it does sometimes, especially when you get to like a breastfeeding in public. But it generally stems from women oppressing other women.
Very strange.
You know, and it is fucking strange. It seems
well-
like those women are uncomfortable with their own bodies, and so they feel like other women should as well. And it's disgusting. We need to stop the fucking cycle, dude.
Well,
So
that's why I pulled it. I figured you'd have more to say about than I do because I don't have to wear a bra. So I really don't know.
I don't have to wear a bra either. And she doesn't either. That's the fucking point.
Well,
Fuck
you don't have to, but many women choose to wear bras. How about that? Help! I paid for my half sister's bedroom makeover, and her stepmom stole it all for her own kid. My sibling is heartbroken, and I'm furious with my stepfather. This is like the ultimate fucking like fucked up thing. Like literally, you paid for someone else's makeover, and it's just like, yeah, let the other kid have it. That's really nice, but it's like, how could you even do that? That to me is like fucking theft. Dear Prudence, I am 9 years older than my half sister Amy. Our mom died when I was 20, and Amy was 11. I was never close to my stepfather, and was disgusted that he remarried fewer than 10 months after my mom died. Ooh.
That's a well, I mean, everybody grieves at their own pace, but it's like,
Yeah,
I mean, maybe dating.
He didn't seem too aggrieved, did he? This new wife already had 2 other kids, and they had a baby right after they got married. Oh shit. I didn't reconnect with Amy until last year after I got engaged. Thinking about my future made me want to reconnect with my family. Amy is 16 and currently exiled to the tiny attic. Oh, this is just sad. This is like she's like a Harry Potter character, dude. To a tiny attic, like basically the cupboard under the stairs, because her stepbrother and stepsister need their own rooms.
Dude, it's the same shit. Why can siblings that are not the same sex share a room? I'm not understanding. They're brother and sister.
Yeah, so a 16-year-old is basically being stuffed away because it's like, oh yeah, I guess I gotta take care of you till you're 18. Exiled to a tiny attic because, of course, stepbrother and stepsister need their own rooms. The space was ugly and all her stuff was in plastic bins. So the cheapest possible fucking solution. We talked a lot online and collaborated to update her space by watching videos about micro studio apartments. I don't make a whole lot of money, but I could spare a few grand for a room makeover.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty nice, especially if you don't make a lot of money. We spent months looking and planning. I live in a different state, so everything was ordered online. My stepfather knew and agreed to the makeover. He's like, yeah, what do I care? I mean, under that auspices, of course, like, yeah, you're going to pay for something I should do myself. Yeah, go ahead. Amy got everything and set it up herself. Her space looked gorgeous. She was so proud when she showed it off to me. Then she called me last month crying. Her stepsister threw a fit because she was jealous over Amy's new room. So the stepmother gave the room and everything in it to her daughter. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, you are so fucking vile. But this is like literally some Cinderella shit, dude. Someone else spends money. See, like my ass would be there and be like, did you pay for this shit? Then you know what? I bought it. I want all my shit back. And I would take my fucking sister with me because fuck these people. I mean, like, you literally are taking something from a fucking teenager. You're taking like that you didn't pay any money for, by the way. You don't give a fuck about them. But literally, your little brat throws a fit. And you say, you know what? Fuck that. Even though we didn't pay for it and we've stuck you up here, all your shit's ours now. You can go downstairs and take her old room. What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't even understand how people can be like this to other people. It's just such a lack of empathy or caring for them. And you obviously view her as a burden. So the first time you can fuck her over, you literally do it with relish. Like, oh, yes, I can take your room. Oh, yes, you were sad about that room, and now it's better. We'll just take it from you. So Amy was packed into her old room and all her stuff back into plastic bins. I called my stepfather, ended up in a screaming match with him. He blamed Amy for coming to me and said that this stepdaughter was seriously autistic and she can't understand why Amy got the princess room while she didn't.
Being autistic is not the same
Yeah.
as like being mentally
Oh, okay. So
challenged.
by that logic, can she wander into like?
Can autistic people not learn?
Yeah, can she not? Can she wander into your rich neighbor's house and go, "I made up this house, make it for me"? It's like that's not how it works. Not how life works. You can't just demand things to be given to you because it's not fair. Oh, it's not fair. It wasn't fair, and there wasn't any money in their budget for their stepdaughter. Bullshit.
Sounds like y'all need to get some money.
Bull fucking shit, dude. I returned that he basically stole over $2,000 from me. Those were gifts from my sister, not for that quote bitch and her spoiled brat.
Well, she's a bitch and she's
Yeah,
got a spoiled
I
brat
mean
for a
that's
kid.
a very good point. Like she didn't buy that with the intention you would give it away to somebody else. And honestly, it's not yours to give.
It does seem like I mean, I would say that he stole it for sure.
My stepfather told me that Amy needed to learn to share because he had 4 kids now. There's a difference between sharing and giving something away. Hey, can your sister come into your room? Sure. Hey, can your sister have your room and all the shit in it? No. You need to learn to share. Share the stuff like was given to you. That's not sharing. That's something being stolen from you, taken away, and then you have nothing. That's not sharing. Sharing implies a group ownership or group usage of
and
something.
the stepdad knew and agreed to the makeover beforehand. So, and it wasn't just like the stuff was bought. Oh, let's see. So they spent months looking and planning. I mean, Amy picked out all of this herself. She got the money from the sister. This is ridiculous, dude.
I laughed and said I was glad that my mom was dead because it would have killed her to see how he was treating her daughters. He hung up on me. Well, of course, at that point.
That was
I mean, you're basically saying this conversation is over. Amy has been forbidden from talking to me, and we talk online, of course. She wants to come live with me and my fiance, my fiance, and me. Every conversation circles about how
she should.
Yeah,
she should, and you take better care of her.
What about Amy?
I mean, Amy is 16, right? So she's plenty old enough for if you guys need to, and it sounds like for you guys to go to court and not I wouldn't get custody of her, but she could petition the court to allow her to what is it called?
Emancipation.
Emancipation, right. So it seems like that's what she should probably do.
If she bought online, she has receipts. Get the law involved. Get her a police escort. Take her back.
That's not even her dad. That's her stepdad, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just look. He probably has custody of her, but I mean at this point, no, he should just let her move the fuck out and go
get the shit back. Get the cops involved if you have to.
I mean, like,
hold on to it for Amy. Not
you can't you can't take somebody else. I mean, like, even if she's autistic or whatever. I mean, like maybe she doesn't understand, but you as a parent understand. Yet again, it comes down to bad parenting.
If you want to be a bad parent,
you understand what's going on. You understand that maybe one child has an unrealistic expectation. So what you have to do is sit that child down, no matter how difficult it is, and explain like her sister who doesn't live around here bought this for her. This has nothing to do with us. We didn't do it. They did this. It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair, but I wish we could fix your room up like this, but maybe one day we can. There you go. It's not fucking rocket science. It's not hard to figure out. You have one conversation, and obviously if multiple necessary. But at this point, you can't just steal someone else's shit. Obviously, the stepdad doesn't give a fuck. He's just worried about pleasing the new stepmom. He doesn't give a fuck about her. It's probably just a burden to him at this point, and he's just taking it on so it doesn't look bad.
Blue says these kind of stories really make me appreciate my folks.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely makes you appreciate that there's not. I mean, I don't think this is the general experience most people have. I don't think many people would be okay with taking someone else's stuff to satisfy basically their new wife. Because that's entirely what this is. His new wife.
Actually, I do know someone. And that I'll tell you this. My what would you call him? My great aunt's son, right? Married this woman who had 2 kids already.
Right.
She had 2 daughters. Well, my Aunt Susie died, from
by the way,
cancer.
guys, before we finish the story up, sorry to interrupt your story. This is the last thing
Yep.
here. We're about to go. Please like this video, share all the bullshit,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Thank
if
you
you're
guys
not.
for the super chats.
Yeah,
That's going to the new headphones fund.
right. But last thing, I just want to let you guys know. Fair warning.
Yeah. So my Aunt Susie died from cancer, and my aunt had a giant dollhouse that she handmade with her daughter, and it's like one of those miniature dollhouse, and you know, it's got the little furniture, and I mean, they spent a lot of time doing it together, and it was really special to my Aunt Susie because her daughter died when she was really young. She was 17 when she died, and me and my cousin Christina really liked to play with this dollhouse when we were little, and my Aunt Susie always said that if something were to happen to her, that she wanted to make sure that we got it. Well, my my aunt's son, who had married the new woman, decided that he was going to listen to his wife and give the dollhouse to his new stepdaughters when my Aunt Susie died.
Wow. When
who didn't even know
Well,
her. Like, they didn't even know her.
And did he know of her wishes though? Like, he knew.
No, he totally did. And that
So
was something that had always been commented on because we would go to her house for Thanksgiving, you know, and me and my cousin would go and run upstairs and we'd play with the dollhouse.
So it was literally a thing like, now, if anything ever happens to me, sugar, I want you two fine children here. Everyone listen here. I want you to know that if anything ever happens to me, give them the dollhouse.
Here's the thing. It was actually put in her will. That's how much it was known.
Wow.
So it was known.
It was literally in her will.
Yes.
So there's no way.
So
you're what's the dude's
Mike.
name?
His name is Little Mike. We call him Little Mike.
So Mike basically knew 100%. There's no way he could ever.
There's no way he could.
There's no plausible deniability.
There's
like,
no
she never told me that. I never knew that. So he knew and was like, basically, fuck you.
Now, no, because I don't think Little Mike did this on purpose, but the woman he was with,
they call him Little Mike.
the woman he was married to, right, was very manipulative. He's a very easygoing guy that just, you know, likes to keep the peace, and she was very domineering.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, like, you're not going to go to court or whatever, but she was legally.
Well, here's the thing.
What she did was illegal.
Here's the thing.
And what he did was actually illegal.
They didn't last very long. Even though the stepdaughters were given the dollhouse, now mind you, when my Aunt Susie died, they still kept the house. My uncle was actually in charge of it. They still have it. It's not. I think he actually lives in it now. Not Little Mike. Whatever. I know it's convoluted with the different family members, but the point is that the stepdaughters didn't even care about the dollhouse. They didn't
even want it.
They didn't even want it, and so it was left there. And so I can still go and get it.
Basically, the bitch stepmom wanted it for whatever reason.
Oh, she just wanted it. Like, they took the liberty of moving it from the house, but when Little Mike and her got divorced, she ended up bringing it. They didn't even care about it. It was just a thing that she could take from the other family members that we didn't accept her ever because she was a bitch, you know?
So it was a passive aggressive move, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah, so I guess I can get it. I am really nervous about moving it because it's super old. But yeah, so people will do this, is what I'm saying. They will steal shit.
Fuck it. You should go up there and take it. Take it at gunpoint.
I don't have to take it at gunpoint.
At gunpoint.
It's saved for me. And my cousin. So that's kind of the other thing too. Like, do we share it? Like, how do we both have it? So
even more thorny issue. Thank you,
BR
dude.
Moore gave us $5 in CA. Is that Canadian money?
Mm-hmm. And then we got more headphone money. Yeah, I gotta get Taylor a nice set of headphones.
Thank you very much for the $10.
And thank you very much for watching. And guys, just one thing to remember: if you think you're right, what are you, Taylor?